Okay, how have you been all the week? How is your week going, guys? Today is Friday. We all know what I said earlier. I'm not too confident on Friday because my results are not that good, especially the day, especially Friday. So for that reason, and like yesterday was a very messed up day for me. Uh, my nephew came. He was with me literally nearly I think 3 a.m. and then he was not willing to stay here. He said it's better if I go to my place. So as a result, I had to drop him over there at his home. And by the time I returned home, I was not feeling sleepy, so I didn't sleep the whole morning. And it's Friday, so we have a like Muslim prayer, Friday prayer. So I thought like if I sleep, it will be hard for me to get up for the prayer and I might miss it. So I would rather wait until I'm done with everything and then I'll go to the bed. And in Asia session, I found a setup like literally um, here. So within this 5 minutes fair value, I was seeing all those consolidations, these relative equal highs. When market traded back into the new day opening gap, from there I think this was the swing from where I actually took the profit and got. It's a Asia session, so I don't trade, or I usually do not want to trade the session, but yeah, I got pretty good amount of profit from there. I mean, pretty good means at least what I need to call it a day. So I think 430, and another one I actually closed early because that one I needed only $200 to make the profit, or request the withdrawal. So I made maybe 240 or $80 on that one. So when I traded it on Asia session, I thought why not uh, I thought why not like closing the day that way, since I have already made the 5 days. So from this on, I will be withdrawing exactly 1250 US dollars. Okay, and the other withdrawal is already in my account. I have shared it on my Discord, so there is nothing to talk about like too much. These are how the days are looking. Okay, some or like one big day, some medium sized day, which is around $950 or something, and then the rest are all small accumulations. So oh, don't tell me it's again windy, because if that is the case, the internet will suck. Anyway, so yeah, I mean day 13 completed on this account, small accumulation, already 2 payouts completed, and the third one is on its way. I mean 1 to 3 days completed. So I hope by next, like every, if I can continue this way, every Wednesday will be a payout from this account, like literally every Wednesday. So started Wednesday, 5 days done, 6 days again the Wednesday. So on that day I'm requesting payout, and also I'm trading because I believe I have what it takes to at least make that $200-300 on that day, even though I have a pending payout request. I don't suggest it, but that's how I'm doing here. Is the stream buffering anyone, or is it me? It can be buffering. It can be buffering, guys, because the internet is not that good, and YouTube was already saying like manually locked out. Okay, so yeah, YouTube was already saying like it's not receiving enough data or something. So this is the life I'm living. Damn it, Australia, and I cannot stream. The stream current bitrate is 5510 kbps. Is lower than recommended. You use bitrate of 13,500 kbps. That's what I'm using, but why? Just a second. I have even turned off my other devices, like not just the Wi-Fi. I turned off the devices as well. It's still, this is what the results are. I hope it will be better in a minute or two, but if not, then I think the internet or the YouTube, none of them wants me to do the stream. So yeah, I mean, um, oh, I actually missed that part where the 9:30 open happened. Oh, this is the 9:30 open. So from here to here, chances are low for, not really actually. There is this relative equal highs over there. Let's see, and this is that hourly fair value. Okay, it's not a 15 minutes or anything, it's a hourly fair value, and I kept the 15 minutes breakaway gap, although I don't, I should not use that one anymore. The reason behind that is market will always respect your higher time frame than your lower time frame. Yes, what can happen is maybe a candle can go there on the hourly, okay, to that 15 minutes to rebalance the inefficiency, or to revisit that new day opening gap, and then the next candle can continue higher. That can also happen, but yeah, I mean, usually if there is a higher time frame, um, PDRA is above a lower time frame on, your focus should be mainly on the higher time frame. So before framing any buy setup or anything from this area, I would love to see how it's working inside of that area. So news time, okay, there are something, on this day I made very good amount of profits across all my accounts, but I didn't trade my small profit and a small gain that account, like consistent and a small profit, whatever I'm saying, like on this account. I just traded the London session and locked it with that one trade, $320 profit. I locked it. So the reason behind that is, that account is solely to give you guys some idea, like why you should not be aiming for big gains in a single day, or like unless you have that setup, you found that perfect A plus setup or something. If you have anything like that in your book, that you have some setups that rarely happens but very high win rate, where you can get a high amount of profit or something, that can be there. But yeah, I mean, it's just to give you guys the motivation, I guess. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about, but since like on this day I was unable to come on live stream, I didn't give you that. Now, this is hindsight data, but I will give you exactly the way I look into those specific areas so that you can understand. First thing is, this is a hourly fair value, okay, like that big one. So let me actually show you from hourly so that you can understand, and I will keep a 15 minutes chart on this part so that it gets even clearer. This is that hourly fair value, okay. Previously, this is where market traded, then went higher, especially above this high, and if there is any other level, for example, this, there was that hourly last fair value gap and these liquidities. So market has traded the top of the fair value, went higher, cleared liquidity. Now this was that 8:30 news where we had CPI, then I think unemployment claims and stuff. So look this area, where that was that area, okay. So 15 minutes first retest on the upper portion, that was that area. When market was falling, it traded the middle level or the midpoint of that, what I'm saying, like the consequent encouragement of that hourly fair value gap. From here it rejected, it closed like above the consequent encouragement, and it was going higher. On your 1 minute time frame, you might have seen there are so many good, fair value gaps, and market was respecting going higher, things like that. I'm now dropping down to your 1 minute time frame, and keeping the 15 minutes on left. Okay, so let me now bring the 1 minute time frame. let the market do its job, because 9:30 just started. We have news at 10 as well, so I thought I will talk about that specific part a little. Now look at this specific area. When market was coming to that fair value, see that top, it rejected very well, like it literally from here it rejected too far above there, and there was very small fair value here, but I believe on NQ, like I saw on NQ the fair value was literally pretty good size, and that week was literally rejecting from the middle of the fair value gap. So yeah, I mean that can happen. Whatever I have to work with, since I'm using MNQ, I will go with the MNQ. Like I have fair value, but think this way, like how big of a rejection that was. Market came, created a fair value, traded the fair value, continued lower again. So what can be the reason? When this week happened here, if market had to reject, I don't know like if it's still lagging or not. Please let me know if it's still lagging. You tried streaming on Discord? I don't, because the issue with Discord is if you need any reference later on, you cannot have those videos available for the references. So it's like one time whatever I'm saying, you are done the moment the stream ends. That's something problematic. That's not good for a lot of people. So I believe that's the reason I don't choose to stream on Discord anyway. So that low, and look at, okay, first of all look here at the rejection. When market rejected, it went higher immediately. The fair value gap it had, it literally it inverts that fair value straight away. Okay, like it closed above the fair value, stayed around that area, then this was the reaction. But here one, yesterday's 8:30, I don't really want to go too far because I know 1 minute can go. Yeah, so here, okay, now I have drawn that level just to give you guys like it, instead of, if it had to go higher, okay, from that rejection from the top of that fair value, then this candle would have cleared that liquidity, which it didn't clear. Instead it created relative equal lows over there. Now on the 15-minute chart, fair value gap, you can use literally 3 different levels, okay, like the top, the middle, the low. Now you can divide the fair value in 4 quadrants. That's just to see what part of the fair value is giving you the best reaction or rejection, but main part of anything, it's the high, low, and the midpoint. So a range, a dealing range, same thing, premium and discount, which is high, low, and the midpoint. Then fair value gap, order block, whatever, it's the same, right? So the high already rejected once previously. Next time if market is using the same fair value, the level could have been the mid or the low. Now here is the thing, in 1 minute, okay, why am I going too far back over there? Here, in 1 minute, look how the mid rejection was looking here. Don't worry what happened after, please do not focus on that part, because we can see already what happened after. But here, okay, how beautifully it is rejecting from the mid, creating fair value gaps, respecting that breakaway gap like a breakaway gap. So what you are expecting, market can trade this fair value, whatever it wants to do, it can do that. But you want to see maybe this is your breakaway gap, it should remain unfilled if it's willing to go higher. Again creating multiple fair values, finally coming back to that huge move. Then what happened after taking that buy side, it fall again, okay, during I think the 9:30, the first move. Now why that part is important, why this accumulation, manipulation, distribution happened at that level, even though it was doing all these things over here. This is where you have to look very carefully. I'm drawing another line, okay, but please, what is that line? This is this is a low that was trading this fair value gap, where in 1 minute you have these relative equal lows, or if you can mark these lows as well. So let me actually mark this one and this one as well. See, close. Okay, now let me go back to that 830 part here. So when market cleared that equal low, this is your new low. Look at those liquidity levels. So how are you letting the market like keep these liquidities, instead go for maybe these liquidities, which is too far from the current price or wherever the market is, like literally this. Okay, it is around this area or maybe around this area, but this is where you have more liquidity, and that one is there, just distance. The zoom out, I have zoomed out, I know you cannot see the candles here, I'm just showing you the highs or relative equal highs and the relative equal lows it has created so far. Now definitely we know this is a very strong area or zone of liquidity, because so it's like Asia high, London high, then all of those higher time frame also have relative equal highs around that area when I'm showing you or comparing it with 1 minute. But are you getting the point? Like, even though it's higher time frame and this is 1 minute that I'm showing you, this part is where you need more confirmation, like okay, just like that I don't want to enter into a trade. Now here is the best part. Okay, like during that moment, I know it's hindsight, but I have done something that a few people actually was witnessing those parts, so that's why I'm trying to give you guys. You might be thinking that this is a huge fair value, so market should respect the consequent encouragement or should not go to the high, or there might be some other ways of that fair value. It's a very big fair value. Is it 15 minutes? Yep. So I have to make it 5 first and hide that part. That was that fair value that I was talking about. Okay, I'll just keep it this way. So here on that specific leg, okay, just carefully look carefully. That is your 1 minute part where you have that huge 15 minutes fair value. When market was trading the low of the fair value on your 5 minutes, like how I am using my 5 minutes, that's what I'm giving you guys. The change in state, the uh, whatever, like whatever you can figure out regarding your 1 minute and 5 minute. Like 5 minute I'm using for extra confirmation, extra confluence, or to refine my things. See that 15 minutes huge fair value. In 1 minute, this was your fair value gap that overlaps your 15 minutes. Here market didn't trade, but it's coming lower, so I'm not looking for a sell short from that fair value. Again, traded here. Now look on 5 minutes, that part was already overlapping. There is no fair value over here. Where is your fair value? Here. 15 minutes, 5 minutes, they have that part in common where you had that fair value previously, like market was respecting. So that was that part where market was literally trading for the whole time, okay, until it broke that area. Now I'm removing 15 minutes and that 1 minute also, just keeping that 5 minutes, because 15 minutes fair value, forget about the 1 minute part. In that 15 minutes fair value, the actual gap that is available in every other time frame is literally here. You want to see the example today? Why I took the Asia session entry? Let me show you that part. Look where the 15 minutes fair value is. Okay. Now around that area here, I have some 1 minute that previously market was respecting, going higher or clearing those liquidities. So next time market when came, it didn't respect that fair value. Same thing for this. Same thing can go for this. Now I have a new day opening gap, but look here. That 15 minutes fair value has only this 5 minutes fair value. And look, all these equal highs from where market has cleared that. It traded the CE of the fair value gap. It traded the new day, see, like in 15 minutes it was doing something like this, respecting the midpoint, going higher, creating equal highs, coming back, closing below the midpoint, but finally from where exactly it reversed. The news time, whatever I showed here, the liquidity pool happened or whatever happened around that area, it's that exact same fair value or same case over here, closed below 5 minutes, the 5-minute fair value. Okay, it's the same time frame you want to see the closer, fail to go back inside or close inside, maybe this candle can be your entry. Or if you want to wait, then wait until market can like literally go and close below the new day opening gap, and if it can overlap or create a fair value gap around that new day opening gap low, so that can be your entry, because there is a small fair value gap with that volume imbalance available right here. In this case, maybe your stop loss can be there, or you can use your 1 minute time frame to find better entries. But I hope you are getting the point that how you are refining one time frame to another. If you rush into a trade, that is where you may, like for example, maybe a lot of people took um, trade on that news candle. Okay, like yesterday's one. Oh, this is a 15 minutes, so that big one. A lot of people may have taken entries on that candle. I don't know. I'm not. It's your way, like however you want to trade. But I have literally recorded the way market moves. If you missed the news time, you didn't see. This is 114 handles. Nothing this way. This is where the market opened. It took less than a second for market to go that 39 handle, and from there in 1 minute the whole thing happened. Okay, it took maybe, I don't know like how long, but maybe 15 seconds or 20 seconds to go there, and then do something like this around this area and finally close over here. This is nearly 115 handles move. If you try to predict, and if you have, let's say, made shit ton of money using that move, that is where you will be messed up. My entry was on here on this candle, or yeah, so that fair value, when it confirmed, then I pressed it. So not even here. I saw a lot of people maybe like thinking like they can take entry here. No, you want, like, look at that rejection. How are you, like, how are you willing to know that this market is literally going? Yes, what I said over here, like equal lows it has left, there are so many other lows that it has created around that area, so it should continue lower. But what if it doesn't? Now there was a conflict. Okay, there was a conflict, which is, see, the news went lower. Now here is the beautiful part, like why market should during the news go lower. What was the results on here from the forecast and the this? Didn't I say about this, like how you are using your calendar? Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if actual greater than forecast, let's see how the bit rate comes. Just a sec. Hey bro, can we trade after 15 minutes after the, you don't need to wait 15 minutes. It's like after 10 maybe, because it's a medium impact. But better, like, yeah, if you can find a setup later one, it's even better. The more you wait, the better it is. So you can do that part. And this is the settlement price. Again, if you go to your trading view, by the way guys, why no one uh, told me or reminded me about my TraderPath? All I had to do is just sign into my one of my TraderPath accounts with Apex or MI for funds or Top Step, and that could have already given me the data I need to see the live chart. I forgot about that. Okay. Because I don't use TradingView that much, because when I do my copy trading, I cannot do it on TradingView. I have to use TraderVault itself. So I keep the top step X in on side and trade of it on other side. That's why. So yeah, I mean, this is that live data. So that was the previous day settlement. This is your opening of 9:30, opening range gap. How you can bring it is if you, sorry about the layout, it has, and if you are using NQ1, okay, instead of NQZ or any other thing, which is something I prefer, because of if you put this on BADZ, which is the adjustment for contact changes. So is it getting worse or is it better now? It's very windy outside, and I believe that can be the reason the internet service is messed up. But yeah, I mean, if you use this on, what it does is whenever there is a new contract rollover coming up, it literally automatically rolls over the new contract, so you don't have to do anything. Like, the best part of using NQ1 is you can have all the old data as well. Okay, like when new contract appears, the old data are somewhat missing. For example, on top step X, I was seeing like the monthly chart, it doesn't have where is it, on month, here on monthly chart, it doesn't have the old data. See, it, there is no old data over here because it's using the contract rollover only, like the contracts they have rolled over. So here, if you go to your monthly chart, you can see everything from the like, see, like 2000, even like 1999, okay, from there till now, all the monthly data. So that's that part. Now about your you can maybe use 15 minutes chart. About your opening range gap, all you have to do from electronic trading hour, you have to come, like your chart is showing something like this. Okay, so ETH is what you have. All you have to do is come to regular trading hour. Okay, and you will see that. So that is that part. So from the yesterday's closing to today's opening, wherever 9:30 opened, that is your opening range gap. And within first 30 minutes, market will literally deliver towards that, towards that, and to somewhat degree, like maybe that 25, that 50, that 7. Okay, the news has come, so let me check. Okay, so bad, it came bad, and I believe this is greater than forecast. Yeah, so it came bad. Market, whatever you're seeing can be a manipulation, because since it came bad, it should go higher. Now the inflation is more, it's also bad as well. Actual greater than first, how come, actual greater? Okay, there is no forecasted on, so how come this is the inflation expectation? Okay, so they are expecting bigger right now. Their expectation has this one, the way I thought, it's not that. So the consumer sentiment is what you are seeing the move for. Yeah, so that is that manipulation, I believe. Just let it go through that fair value gap and give you the proper setup. That's the only thing you should be waiting for. And where was that 9:30 fair value today? I mean, should not say this is the one, but that's the first fair value at 9:30. Okay, because 9:30 opened here. After that, that's the only fair value it has created so far. Okay, and if someone is using this, let's 47 3.5 handle, nah. Like, I'm also willing to see a bigger fair value gap, like 5 handle worth of fair value gap, where my friend was showing. Like, I want to, when I'm in front of the chart, I want to back test for, okay, I mean, the way it's going, it should follow that part here. Okay, let me quickly switch to another account so that I don't mess up with my just a sec, that one is in copy trading, so let me remove it from the copy trade and use it as it is here. So the liquidity I'm seeing on the 15 minutes, let's see how it looks over here. Long week, I mean, my buy side was literally here, okay? Like literally that was my buy side. When I closed my Asia session, I marked a buy side there, but I was clearing charts. Somehow I actually removed that one. The reason behind that is this, okay? In 1 minute, equal high, and then the Asia high was created right there, okay? So it's like more obvious to me. If market is going higher, then that is more obvious to me. That's what I'm saying. But for that, wait until you can get a proper setup and proper what it calls like fair value gaps and stuff. Connection is better now. You are lagging like only 15 seconds. Amazing, bro. Thanks for letting me know. I have switched from the Wi-Fi to my mobile network, so like hotspot from phone. So it should be better, but yeah, I mean it's only 10:04, 10:04. So let's see, like the silver bullet is starting now. I want to see how the market is actually creating the new fair value gaps and stuff, because on the lower portion I can see like when it was going lower, I can see some fair value gap formed and market respected that, went lower. Even there was a bullish on that it broke, and I can see some resistance happening over there as well, which is this part, okay? That 15 minutes, I'll just put it as a IFVG, okay? So here, but that is I think less important right now. I mean, no structure, no trade, nothing to talk about, simple. If and only if yesterday was a closing. Now here, let me actually clear a few things. Whatever happening in the market, whatever is happening in the market, you should not be looking for big targets or big profits. If you get a setup, look for a small target, a small profit, because this bearish fair value, I know it has traded multiple times over here on the weekly, okay? It has traded 3-4 times over there. And this bullish fair value, between this, the daily is literally looking like this. It is still like, if it's going higher, I am not seeing any indication, like it's not, there is no bearish fair value that it inverted, there is no bullish fair value that it's respecting. The only thing is this fair value it traded so far, and from there it left a breakaway gap, it's consolidating. This is like, there is not a single bullish fair value after this move, okay? Like after trading this fair value from here until there, not a single fair value on the buy side or nothing on the sell side. So this is that, look at those equal bodies happening, look like the wicks high, like this way, okay? I'm seeing it this way, the consolidation range is forming like this way. Now you can say expansion, consolidation, expansion, then another bigger range consolidation. So the next move can be another expansion, but what I was actually I didn't finish was, if you look at your economic calendar properly, here this is forecast, okay? Forecast was 2, it came 3, that's why it's green, that's why market was going first lower then higher. Now why it went higher later? Not just because this one red, okay? They are all red, they are not green. Just don't get fooled by the colors. Why I'm saying this is because, see the previous here, okay? That's the previous. Previously it was 0.3, it came 0.3, so no change. 0.2, they are expecting 1 but came 0.2, no change. 2.5, expecting 2.3 but came 2.4, but what is it? I know the forecast and actual, they are the one here people are mentioning. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. But actual, but the actual is more important with previous. What was the previous? Is it improving or is it actually not improving? That's the part. Here, previous was 2.5, it came 2.4. So even though it's greater than the forecasted, it's still lower than your previous one. So I'm not seeing this as a gain. No change on 2, decrease on the CPI year to year. Okay, this is yearly. So this was monthly where there is no change at all, and the yearly actually decreased from the previous. Now here is your unemployment claim, which is non-stop increasing. Every week it's increasing. There was some other way to see the old chart here. Okay, this is 32, they expected 31, came 27. From there, expected to like previous was 28, expected or forecasted 27, came 30. This is a green. Okay, previous 200, again it's increasing. So it's not like just 2 times it decreased, then again it started increasing, and this time it's a very big jump, 225k to 258k. So the condition or people's condition, it's not telling that market should go higher. So maybe using the manipulation until US what it calls the election for the new prime minister, and I forgot the other thing. Okay, inflation, the next inflation. So prime minister or the election is happening on, I think, 5th of November, and the next inflation is coming on 9th of November. I if I'm not making mistake. Maybe that can be the duration where market will create a new all-time high. This is something I'm saying, like maybe. Okay, do not take it for granted. It may be it is creating new all-time high to give a bigger fall. And if you are trading ICT has been talking about prepare for a bigger financial crash or something. Okay, so you saw that manipulation. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it comes something here that is greater than your forecast, see it negative. Okay, even this is negative as well. So inflation, this is negative. I don't think inflation rate increasing is something positive, but although it's expectation, but whatever it is, so far everything came negative over here. It was expected 0.3, previously 0.3, they expected 0.2, came 0.2. So that's why no change in color. But what is it actually? Everything is negative and market is bullish like crazy. How is that making sense to all of you? People are finding it hard to provide for their family. How is it actually going higher? I really don't know what can be the reason, or how these things are actually doing their business. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, it didn't give any entry. Okay, unless you use that 930, which I was not able to. Even if this candle came and traded back, remember I was talking about, like, look here. Okay, before it broke, I already said it will be a IFVG on 15 minutes, but let market closed it above. So yeah, I mean, this candle, if it could tap on top of that, maybe, or the next candle, like multiple fair value gaps, it still didn't traded that, cleared new what it calls, cleared the settlement or the opening range gap, and going for that buy side, I believe, if it can break through that new day opening gap as well. But unfortunately, I cannot see any possible area or level to look for entry, because the way it broke, it never revisited any other places. And by now it has already cleared the London session high and some relative equal highs below the new day opening gap. If it's aiming for this high, that's the next level I'm expecting, and for that you have to wait for the new day opening gap to be broken. And by the meantime, you might get some uh, 5 minutes breakaway gap, fair value gap, or even 15 minutes fair value gap to look for that entry. So you should not, but if you are looking for entries, you don't have any setup yet. Okay, I'm not seeing any setup. Maybe if you can figure it out, good on you. I cannot. It's in my eyes. I'm seeing just a big push towards the buy side. And about the sell side, there is this low for yesterday. No, this one was, I think, Thursday, Wednesday low, and then I have a lot of relative equal lows sitting around this area, like literally around these areas. So those are my liquidities. But unfortunately, yeah, it's going for the buy side, and since, as I said, this level is no more relevant to me, because the first day it closed above the mean threshold, the second day it was coming below it, but market failed to close below that mean threshold level. So that mean threshold and this order block is now invalidated. I'm not using it anymore. So for the next week I have to look for how the market is going higher, or exactly like if it's breaking that weekly fair value gap or even daily last breakaway gap. Hey Virender, hello sir. Yeah, it created AMD on 5 minutes accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Yep, I saw that part, like this AMD, and that's why I'm saying I'm seeing a bigger dealing range. So if market can retrace back into the OTZ or the premium discount array, that will be a possible area where I will look for my next entry. But before that, I'm not looking for anything. And also it's just one 15 minutes candle, so I still need another one to create a bullish fair value, or even in 5 minutes as well. Like let the market close first and create those fair value gaps. I saw that AMD, like I already, like since I looked into the chart before starting the stream, I saw those things already. Especially if you are talking from the Asia session, then it's even better. Like Asia, it was full on accumulation. The London was manipulation. Now the distribution cycle is happening. You can say that, but for that, of course, you need some valid area or reason to press your button, right? And it didn't came back to any of the valid areas. Could have been that part, could have been any of those fair value gaps. It didn't came. So what can I say? And about like the all-time high, I know there will be controversy or anything, but about the all-time high, it's like only if it can break the fair value gap. Okay, going for sell side, same thing. I don't know how you can determine which way it is going when there is a resistance above and support below in the form of bearish fair value and bullish fair value on the weekly chart, and the daily hasn't created any single PDRA over there. I am seeing it's just consolidation until the range is broken. I am not having any bias, and the only reason I'm saying this is because the whole thing, ICT has been saying for a long time that prepare for a bigger financial crash globally and this and that. So if we are actually seeing or looking into this, or all the data or all the chart that I'm seeing, it's suggesting literally that thing as well. Like anyone can tell, everything is negative. People are not happy with what they are earning or what the expenditure looks like, and the market is going high like a crazy shit. So how the market is going higher, like when the financial, there is war going on between Palestine, Israel, then Iran, then Russia, Ukraine, so many countries are involved in war. I mean, how these markets are going higher during those days. So 5 minutes 9:35 candle is a CISD candle. It didn't, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here it didn't created any fair value gap in 1 minute here. So for that reason, even though I'm seeing like how market is going higher, but I cannot frame a trade from that. Yes, one way could have been the 9:30 fair value, but there was a news and it's like one candle dipped in and then boom. So it didn't give you any opportunity for framing or even thinking about that entry. That's one thing. The other thing is all the fair value, like I had a fair value gap here that market was literally respecting at this point. Although I was expecting it to be an inversion, but that's my expectation. Until I see the confirmation, I cannot press the button from below that area. That's my way. I mean, yeah, my if that's what I'm saying. Like I have said it clearly that where my buy side. Did I mark anything below that new day opening gap? No. So I have said it already clearly that where I'm expecting market to reach. But the thing is, the way it went higher, it didn't give us any opportunity to take the entry. Now if you are seeing candles and pressing the button, that's up to you. Then you are a trend trader, not a ICT trader. I believe no ICT trader has framed any trade around this area for a buy long. And after all this move, if it respects that part of the fair value, that's not a entry, because I believe it has to come lower for a deeper retracement again. We should consider Newsweek or not? Uh, I mean, you should consider, to be honest. You should consider. I don't know, like why you should not, as long as, okay, when you should consider is as long as that week has taken liquidity and traded into a fair value gap from your higher time frame or whatever. Because that week's 50% can still be a reason. So if, for example, let's say this is a news week, okay? Now it didn't take any liquidity, it's creating more relative equal lows. So in this case, what are the odds that the midpoint of that week will be respected and market will not take these liquidities when I have another, remember, I have another liquidity right here. So what are the odds that market will leave that liquidity, that those relative equal lows, and go higher when it is coming lower, just by trading that consequent encouragement? That's where I don't count it as, like, I don't need to worry much about that. For example, yesterday, okay, let me show you here. It created, I already showed, right? I don't know if you were there. It created relative equal lows with that week. It didn't take the liquidity. Okay, look, like this week. So when market has created this, and there are more liquidities I have shared bit earlier, I hope you were there. When market has created liquidity and yet it didn't take it, that is the moment market should clear that liquidity. So look, it didn't even stopped for a second over there. Like a candle came here, then went little, then maybe the next candle closed nothing. Like the previous candle came above that C, closed above, very next candle closed below, created fair value, very next candle again closed below, continued lower. So you don't, like, this is a perspective. It's like I might be um you observe, okay? I think you observe when it works, when it doesn't work. If you observe, I think you will get your answer. I mean, this is all about observation. If you just look into the sea and don't look on your left, that is where the problem is. ICT's core mentorship students, as you some of you may know, like I have taken the market maker model mentorship from Ali Khan, okay? And I tried to, since it requires good amount of money to actually get that course, I tried to give you guys a very, like, it's a very simplified version of that market maker model that anyone can understand on my channel, okay? Everyone knows about it. If you are here from the beginning or when during those days when I was doing it, I believe you guys already know that I'm trying to give you guys so that you guys don't need to pay someone else or something. When I have the knowledge, I practiced it. I have been doing it even from the ICT's core content playlist as well. So I know that it will help a lot of you guys, and that's the reason I actually made a easier version. Trust me, Ali Khan's on Oz not that easy to understand. It was there are so many things that can go untouched. For example, the CISD, he never ever, he just said when you find your CISD, your market structure shift, that is where you have a order block, that's your low risk entry, and once it creates fair value gap, you can take entry from your fair value gap using that 2022 model or type on reversal, type to reversal, this sort of thing. But how you can define the CISD and be sure that okay, it's a CISD, that part he didn't confirm in any places. Okay, so that's my own finding. I was looking, okay, it has reached my projected terminus, traded there, created that order block, still it came back one more time. Why? So I had multiple charts. Okay, so I looked for that answer and I saw, okay, when it was going higher, yes, it was looking a big candle over here or a big candle over here, but it didn't created a fair value gap, so it can again come back to that area. Yes, maybe news didn't take your low, but what is stopping here from taking that low? There is another low sitting right here. What is stopping that? How you are so sure that this market will come until this far and then go higher? And this 930 fair value, yes, it's a new thing for a lot of people. For a lot of people, I believe a lot of people didn't watch the ICT 2022 mentorship, like the 2023. And in 2023, he was introducing this 930, the first fair value of the day. In 2024 mentorship, that is where he is drawing it and telling how to use it. Okay, even a lot of things we like, yes, I used my like my friend, the way my friend was showing here, I used that fair value when as a inversion, and I called it even before it was inverted. Okay, like I called it to my how far it is here. I wish there was an option to log that thing, because when I'm 930 somewhere here, right? Okay, here I believe this is the one here. Okay, I called it before it was inverted. Now here is a part. Okay, we are using this fair value. I believe, like, if anyone used this 930 to take a sell short, I have the recording as well, like to whom I called it, and he literally used that idea and made shit ton of money. I have literally the voice recording, like I send voice message to his Facebook, so I know. However, the people who are looking for sell shorts using this fair value, they got messed up. Hey, welcome. Thank you, Raji, Ayub Raji. Hey, bro, your name is literally like Ayub is my father's name. Anyway, uh, so this one, they literally got stopped out because it was not your 930. Okay, your 930 was a very small one before that one. If I'm not wrong, it was even better on NQ, but 42, 30. I think there that candle had a smaller. Let me actually quickly go to the NQ because I know what I'm talking about. Just have to make sure that I'm giving you guys the right part of it. Where is that news? Here. So this was the news fair value that is bit different on the MNQ, and this is how the midpoint was, like how the lower quadrant or lower half was respected, I would say that way. And your 930, this. Okay, now on ICT's channel, ICT even today, okay, ICT even today was showing about this entry. When it closed below that fair value, that was the entry. When it closed above, that could be the entry. Now you have a bigger fair value, maybe you could use that as well. ICT was showing this. Now I have a different view as well. In this case, I was looking into that because of from the high to low, first and second fair value. I want to see my inversion happening between those. If there is a third one, that's too extreme. Maybe it's good, but I mostly look at that fair value. So that is why I was calling that it will be inverted, and this will be a good area to look for a buy long. By the way, what my point of view is, okay, I will draw the inverted as well. Now, how far, I showed you at the very beginning, like how far below a fair value market can go. I look for that part. Look, when market was going higher, okay, it was respecting this fair value. Midpoint rejection happened right there very beautifully. That fair value is still valid, right? It has portion unfilled. Middle rejection happened. Where did it come? Yeah, maybe the next time it didn't came until that far, but every time it was coming below that fair value, my eyes are where it is going for that fair value. Simple. I was not panicking, I was not doing anything. My stop loss was literally here. Big stop loss, use MNQ. That's why I'm using MNQ. I don't want to miss my opportunity. I want to keep my opportunity, or participate in the market when I get the opportunity. If it's a big stop loss, think, okay, why I say like fix your stop. Maybe you can use that or you can use this, I don't know, whichever is convenient. If it's a big stop loss which is nearly 28 handles, if I'm willing to lose or risk, let's say $500, here it is a little above 500, so what I can do, I can take, instead of 10 MNQ equivalent NQ, which is 1 NQ, that micro NQ is 10, right? Equivalent 1 NQ is 10 MNQ. So 10 is going above my risk tolerance, or maybe I can risk only $200. So what you can do, instead of going for that full lot size, go for maybe 4 or 5, whatever your 200 suggesting on MNQ. Now why I'm saying this is because if you fix your risk, no matter what is the lot size, okay, if you fix the amount you are willing to lose every trade, not make, lose, no matter what, your 1 to 2 will deliver the same amount. You 10 handles, 10 lots, 10 this, 10 that, it doesn't matter. If you risk the same amount based on your stop loss every time and take the entry that way, 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever you are targeting, it will deliver you the exact same amount, because you are risking 200 or let's say $500. So 1 to 2 will give you $500. Fix the risk. That's the best risk management you can have. Okay, it's not the lot size that I will not take more than one lot. So you took more than one lot here. Okay, let's think this way. This is a bad example, but still I'm gonna give you this way. Let's say you use the 930 fair value to take a sell short, maybe a stop loss you put there. It's a 19 handle stop loss that market hit. Okay, now inverse the chart. Let's see, I will invert the chart. If I can invert a scale here, this is how I can give you the example. That's why. So this was that 930, you took a loss, let's say you took a sell short from that 930, sorry, you took a profit actually. 930 market closed below, now you took a sell short, putting your stop loss maybe above this 930 candles high or whatever. Okay, maybe above that fair value candle, you make 1 to 2. Okay, let's say this is 1 to 2. Your risk was only $19 and sorry, 19.5 handle. Now you make a profit 2 times of that, whatever, like if you're targeting 1 to 2, 2 times of that. Now when the other entry came, which is the buy long entry, you took a stop loss of, what was that size, I think 27 point something. So if you fix the amount or lot size depending on the stop loss, your risk is differing, right? Here the stop loss could have been 20 handle or even 19 handle. You took that loss. For that same on lot, even if you use this fair value and use the second candle or the candle that created it, the stop loss is 27.75 handle. So where is your stop loss? It's bigger, it's changing every time, so you cannot be fixed with your lot size. You have to fix with your amount. That's the best. Now let me see if it gave me that bigger retracement or not. Oh sorry, this is NQZMNQ. Ah damn it, it has cleared that liquidity. Yeah, I was thinking about that 5 minutes fair value to use, but unfortunately it just literally tapped on top and then went higher. If it came a little deeper inside that fair value, I was thinking about framing that buy for from here to there, and maybe the stop loss could be around this area, because breakaway gap, expectation. Okay, this is expectation. How do you know it will be a breakaway gap? No one knows. Even ICT also doesn't know. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. Why I can expect that? See that liquidity grab, market structure shift with fair value. Why I'm showing that high and that low? Because the highest, there is no other high that I can mark as a liquidity grab. Sorry, market structure shift. Maybe if you want, you can mark this high, but that makes more sense than this. This is a very clean, visible swing high, and from this high to this area you can even mark this, but I'm seeing the lowest point here, so why I can mark that one. So from this low, that high, that low, this is that part, and this can be your breaker block right there, okay, which is overlapping until that far of the fair value. So yes, I can expect it to remain as a breakaway gap, but that's my expectation. Along with that, that can be happen, like a week can come through that new day and body will stay inside or above the new day. So I have some reasons to look for a breakaway gap. That's why I'm expecting it to remain breakaway. If there is no reason, I would not look for a breakaway gap. This is that part. Okay, so it's expectation. If it's a breakaway gap, amazing. If it's not, it didn't fill up my expectation, so maybe some of my calculations are wrong. So if I'm framing a trade, I will be more focused that how I can frame that trade, the next trade. Now I'm seeing these fair values are getting respected, but still this is the level. Okay, it's going for that. Today is, I think, that part. But yeah, I mean, it's too far, and also it's creating a 15 minutes fair value around this area, so it could be better if market can come below that and give us some other confirmations in the entry. Why you called that FBZ a bag? What does that mean? Bag is breakaway gap. So the characteristic of a breakaway gap is market, even if market trades a fair value gap. Okay, this is a fair value gap, but we are calling it breakaway gap because since I have already one fair value there, if market is willing to go higher, it can use this fair value to do that. It doesn't need to come here. Now if it comes here, I'm bullish, so I'm expecting market should not feel the complete inefficiency. It may trade on the top and go higher the way it did here, and it may go into the fair value and then go higher. It may came to the lower quadrant then go higher, but it must have to leave some portion unfilled of that fair value. If it fills up the fair value completely, then that's not a breakaway gap. For example, you might get confused like why this is a bag and this is a fair value. This fair value, I'm not expecting market will keep it unfilled like that way. Market can fill it partially or even completely. I don't have any problem seeing that, but that is on PD array. When market is trading this fair value, this is my second level of defense, maybe along with that as well, but just think this way. Now here it is also working or acting as a breakaway gap, since market didn't fill it up completely, just tapped the top and then went higher. It is acting as a breakaway, but when it was forming, I can expect, like if market wants, market can fill it up completely. I have no problem. Same thing with your lower time frames. Maybe this fair value, which is your first fair value on this entire move, you can expect this to remain as a unfilled fair value, and market can trade this on completely. If it doesn't trade, it's even better. Like if it doesn't fill up completely, it's even better. That suggests it's in a hurry. Market is in a hurry to go somewhere, to reach to some point. It's that part. I hope you got my point. 1 minute inversion formed. Can we trade on this inversion? 1 minute inversion formed where? Are you talking about anything around this area? It has cleared all the relative equal highs, okay, and this high is yesterday's high. So if it clears that high as well, it's already trading inside of a higher time frame point of interest. I'm not using 1 minute for one reason, which is market has in 15 minutes, it has created a breakaway gap, it has created another fair value here. So I'm waiting to see if market can generate more liquidity around this area and come back to give us entry either on that fair value or this fair value for another buy setup, because it's like I have now few other support zone formed over there. Like this new day opening gap is from today, market is trading through that new day opening gap, so when it's going lower, that can act as a support. If this 15 minutes fair value is available, that can act as a support. I have another huge breakaway gap there. So what I like, how I trade, right? It has expanded already higher, it created relative equal highs, good. What I'm looking for is when market is trading into this or even this, that moment if it can create in 1 minute anything like this, that will be the perfect way to look for your entry, because that is that liquidity graph market structure shift in 2022 IT model. Or even this is also a good thing, like that that is a type 2 reversal, that can also happen, like a low high, higher low, higher high. So this is also a reversal or market structure shift, but type 2 reversal, where it doesn't take the lowest loss liquidity, instead it creates a higher low and creates a new higher high. So from there it should continue with a pattern, like it will create fair value gap, you take entry, it will go here above this, here you can take some partial if possible, and that will make you more money over the time. That's something that I've been talking for a long time, because this fair value gaps job is until this far. If this leg creates a new fair value, market should respect that and go above that. That way every fair value gap works, okay. So whenever it is going higher or doing anything, after every retracement, whatever the next fair value it is forming, that is the one that will take to the next high. It works that way, okay. So I'm looking for something like this. During this moment, yes, maybe I can utilize some of the inversion happening around this area or this area. That also can be happened in 1 minute. But I first need to see market is trading one of those fair value gaps before I can frame another trade. Because it has expanded higher for too long, nearly 1 hour it's been expanding higher. For 15 minutes candle is green over there. So it's 1 hour, it's expanding higher. And so far, the only thing it has retraced is this 1 minute fair value from this low or that low until whatever area. It has retraced only that. Below that, look how many fair value gaps are there. It has retraced only this one, okay. There is one sitting right here, one huge sitting here, one sitting here. There is 3 other fair value gaps sitting. Now if you take your entry from here, where is your actual entry, like a stop loss? Where are you thinking to put your stop loss? From here all the way back here, and then target the buy side that I just moved or removed from this area. I mean, look, here is your entry, where is your stop loss? Also, that fair value is still below your new day opening gap. Yes, maybe this could have been an entry, but I'm not looking for this entry because of one thing. It's been expanding for too long. The hourly candle is also about to close very soon, I think. I'm expecting a retracement. I need some downward price action. It's one-sided price action. It will come lower, it will give you deeper retracement, and from then if you can find setup, look what it's doing here, accumulation happening. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution, but that accumulation, manipulation, distribution on higher time frame will look like a retracement into something like this, one of the fair value gaps. So you wait for that, it's generating more liquidity, good, you have something to look for over there. That's the part. I hope you got the point, right? Formed now. Oh, you are talking about this one? How? Like you are not using your bullish PDR when it's going higher, respecting that, or even the new day opening gap. Why are you willing to use that one? Listen, this one, it's just those weeks, those sideways price action. It's not a real price action right here. If it falls here as a retracement to the one of those fair value gaps, okay, that moment the fair value it will create, that can be your inversion. So the moment market inverts it, you can use that to look for buy long for those relative equal highs. But wait until that direction. See, like the deeper retracement I'm expecting for a while now, because what it did here, it's not making sense to me. So let's see. And also it has already cleared all those relative equal highs. So how can you be sure that it's willing to go more high? Although I'm expecting here, okay, I'm expecting, this is expectation. For that I will wait for setups. Only when I will get my setup, I will take my entry. That's what I'm saying. You are not, it's a run still continuing, okay. Literally look from this area, 1 2 3, this candle was green, now it's turning into a black one. Maybe it will close as a green, and then market will retrace back into whatever fair value it is creating, if there is that fair value. If no fair value, then this fair value can be a trap fair value as well, because a huge move happened and market created only 115 minutes fair value. That doesn't add up. So wait, if you are bullish, remember how you are using your fair value gaps. If you are bullish, see, it didn't left that fair value, so I don't have a 15 minutes fair value now, so it can go even lower, because from this candle's low until this fair value gap, that is the only 15 minutes bullish fair value you have to work with. I'm more about thinking that market is coming for this one. Now why I'm saying this, okay, I get distracted too quick. Anyway, it has, like, if you are bearish or if you are bullish, for example, you are bullish for any reason on market, you are bullish, what you are doing or how you are using your 1 minute time frame, forget about 5 minutes, okay, let's just focus on 15 minutes and 1 minute. Market has created a huge 15 minutes bullish fair value gap. So if you are bullish, your focus should be, is there enough liquidity left, or is there any reason for market to go higher? Okay, I have some relative equal highs, along with that I have more yesterday's high or previous day high, and relative equal highs there as well. I know from where I draw it, but it's too far. I mean, literally maybe on the 15 minutes chart it might make sense. Holy shit, can't even find from a 15 minutes chart, but I will find it here, okay. From there, okay, this high and the recent high has created now relative equal highs over here, like yesterday high and that high, and then there is this high, there is that relative equal highs over there. So market can continue there, or that can be the reason market will go higher. That is why you are bullish until that far, okay. So what you are doing is wait until market trades inside of your 15 minutes fair value gap or your higher time frame point of interest, and there, if you can find your bullish setup, use that setup to look for that buy. Oh shit, I just when I was clicking on my chart. Anyway, let me bring it back. Damn it. It just went for some Java. See, still I'm not convinced, my friend. Okay, this move I'm still not convinced. Why? It is still not trading your high time frame point of interest. You look here, you look here. Okay, it is going, yes, I know the new day opening gap low is perfectly there, but inefficiency is now below that new day opening gap. So I'm not convinced yet with that higher move. if it can go through maybe this bearish fair value and that bearish fair value, by the meantime if it can create bullish fair value gaps, maybe that is when I will use that run for these equal highs or even higher target. Are you getting the point? Look, this is where you have to, this is your like you observe, okay, observe. If you observe the chart, don't look for entries straight away, observe it, how the market is going, from where it is going. Didn't I say this like 4 or 5 questions that you should ask before pressing your button? Why it is going, from where it is going, how it is going. These three you must have to have in your execution checklist. Once you figure that out, then you can look for your entry and exit. So from where you are entering and where you are exiting, that part. Is it making sense, guys? Oh, let me actually, I'm sorry, I have missed a lot of other people because I've been like answering maybe one or two of them. So let me actually read the comments. Ravi, let's get a some lesson from the one and only. Okay, thank you, Ravi. Disciplined man, hello. Bias. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm just reading it. So yeah, I was looking forward to that liquidity that it has taken. I didn't mark any sell side here yet. Okay, so that was that part. Now, for the AM session at least, because the Asia accumulation, London manipulation, and distribution, you have a dealing range. The best part you can do right now, look for this high to this low and any PDRA below that 0.5. So wait until market can reach below that and then give you the setup, not before that. Okay, because that's your premium and discount range right now, and I don't really need that quadrants. So instead of that, I will just put it this way. And then let me go. I don't know if disciplined man is still here or not. Suzaki, hello Asif bhai and all. Hey Cesar, welcome bro, welcome. Volume is too low. Serious? Did it updated or something happened? I'm a bit confused. It should not be too low, man. Filter, noise, good quality, more CPU use, no problem. Then noise gate, compressor, and that has some gain also, and gain. Yeah, it is looking good here. I don't know why it's too low. Is it not taking my HyperX solocast? Yep, it's taking the solocast as well. So is it actually good now? I'm a bit confused right now. Like, is the volume too low or it's good? Can you stream? Okay, you can stream to both Discord and set time. My internet service is not allowing me to even stream on one place, brother. I hope you got the answer. It's like it's not even allowing me to stream in one place, and at the same time, I have reduced the original resolution to a 2K. Okay, if I reduce less, like below 2K, you guys will see literally blurry screen because it's a 34-inch and 3K monitor. So you will be messed up. You will not see anything over there. That is that part. I hope you got the answer. How about high impact news? Can you trade after 15 minutes? What time of the day you are looking at that high impact news, that can be the thing. Okay, you can even trade after a couple of minutes if it makes sense to you, and if it has given you the clear fair value gaps and directions that this is where I'm aiming for or going for. It's more about experience. Better if you can avoid it, because if you don't have enough experience, chances are high you will be caught on the wrong side most of the time. Okay, I hope you are still here, and I hope you got the what we should avoid. Yeah, so I think I have given you the answer. Like, better if you avoid, observe it better, but do not try to trade it. Okay, so that's that part. Now let me actually check the other thing. OTZ. I'm on MNQ, making sure. Yep. So that's that 50% range. As I said, like, wait until it can at least reach there. First of all, you need the setup. Okay, you should not be looking for a buy long anymore when, if the liquidity was not taken, just that those liquidities were not taken, I would still look for it from here straight away, like literally below that 50, because I have higher time frame point of interest over there. Anyway, let it come for this fair value, because that's also inside the OTZ. After that, if I find the setup or new fair value gaps forming when it's retracing or going higher, I will look forward to that trade. So what I did is I just look from the dealing range high to low and look for that OTZ. Okay, so no buy. Like, where is your buy setup here? No buy setup. Wait until you get it. If it continues to fall, if you are bullish, if it continues to fall, then this is the day you don't have any entry. Okay, you keep it that way. I'm looking for OTZ, but mostly below that 50. If market can come or not, it came, which is a very good thing. Also, one thing, I have somehow removed my midnight. Let me just draw it one more time. I mean, I was clearing the chart. I don't know, like I hold the control and did it this way, so I don't know what levels I have removed from my chart. Midnight. This is also important. Below midnight, you will have high probability buy longs. Below, above midnight, high probability sell shorts. Same thing with your, okay, same thing with your premium discount area as well. So we know where the market is around at this level, so I don't need that dealing runs anymore, because I can say like it came below that, came below to the discounted area, or around this area I have the equilibrium, so I don't really need to worry much. And it's also below the midnight, so can look for something now. Let the market give us that part, create a bullish fair value, give us the direction, we will take the entry if we find it. And let me show, longness candle wicks always confuses me. They mess the structure for me, how we deal with them. I think bullish bear, I have explained that one. Like, if the long wick hasn't cleared liquidity and traded into a fair value gap, you should be you don't need to worry about the long wicks consequent encouragement or anything. If there is still visible relative equal lows, or it has created new relative equal lows or highs with that wick, you can be pretty confident about market will go above that wick. So nothing to worry over there, as long as it's not clearing liquidity and trading into a fair value gap from higher time frame. Okay, I can see like what you might be thinking, like, okay, I already got inverted, I'm not using that, I'm looking for bullish. Because by the time it inverted, it didn't trade above that third candle. At the same time, here there was no change in state even in 1 minute. How can I look for that entry? Okay, I hope you are getting it. You are waiting is the key, man. Patience. No entry, no worries. Come back in PM session, you will find a setup according to your direction. If you are bearish, you had maybe setup over here like type 2 reversal, then here, then you have fair value gaps. It traded like literally, if I was looking for an entry, I had to look for it from either this fair value or this fair value. It traded again the third one and then went lower. So I'm not even like, it's respecting that new day. There is 15 minutes bullish fair value right below. So I would not look for a setup from this area. I would look for when market will break below the 15 minutes fair value, maybe around this area, from where I have these relative equal lows. It's not a small range. Okay, literally from around this area until here, it's not a small range. Even there is more liquidity below that as well. So I think this is where I might, not a good sign, but still since I'm streaming and it is almost 11. Let's see. It's not gonna give me because I should have. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. If it doesn't give me, this will be my bag. I will use the new day opening gap to look for that buy, and my stop loss will cover that back candle, or maybe a little below this fair value. That's why sometimes I click when I see the fair value. Like whenever the fair value is already formed, I click it. Keep it. Yeah. Somewhere I belong. Yeah, bro. I'll market execute. That's why I just removed it, because if it comes here, I will market execute for the long, or if it goes higher, I will market execute using the new day opening gap. At the same time, like I'm looking into this fair value gap. So I know around that new week opening gap high, if market or this 5 minutes candle can close above that area, I have literally that fair value inverted over there. So that's why waiting. If it comes here, I'm entering. If it goes higher, I'm using the new day. Sorry, I was saying new week, new day to look for that. When this began, I had nothing to say and I got lost in the nothingness inside of me. Anyway, let's see what are the comments. Narcissist, hello bro, I'm sorry, I have missed a lot of you guys. Sorry caps, we are 20 points away from weekly range high, 508ish. Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking for. So that's why I'm actually still looking for that buy side. And I'll let it all out to find that I'm not the only person with these things in mind. Not yet. This should be a black candle. Down close. Because I'm looking forward to a order block. So not yet. That can happen above that high as well. But let's see where it happens. Wait. It didn't tap to the fair value. Okay, that's why I didn't press. I was willing to do that in market, but that's the reason. And if it happens above, let's see, because that can be a break of a structure too. So if it can go higher and create a fair value overlapping with new day, this is your breakaway gap, that is your entry fair value gap. Same thing. Let it do its job. Either give me the entry inside of this fair value or above this area. Yeah, let me read more comments. Could you draw the 930 please? 930? Here. After 9:30, the first fair value of the day. If you're looking forward to the 5 handle size that my friend T2 follows, let me check if it's 5 handle or not. It's not 5 handle. Close to 5 handle, but not 5 handle. So this can be your 5 handle on. I don't look. I'm keeping that way, but I'm looking mostly both of them, like how the first fair value is working, how the 931 is working, the fair value according to my friend said that one is working. So I'm keeping an eye on both of them. Come on, Just create the next bloody fair value. Here. Yep. Here. That could have been a great one. Overlapping with new day. Overlapping with nude. CISD. Confirmed when market is here, right? No. Literally when market was on this candle, which is 10:59. Okay, so that might be a reason it didn't trade. Now I realized. Now I got my point, bro. It traded the top of that. Okay, I missed it. Like I was singing song and reading comments, so I'm sorry about that. And if this fair value can form, I should have pressed on the top because it already closed above that. But let's see if this fair value can be there. This is where I'm going to enter and marking the lower one as a breakaway gap. I hope market is giving me the chance. That's the expectation now, and this can act as your order block now, like the consecutive order block on the 1 minute. 5 minute has lower, but 1 minute. So if I put it there, how big of a stop loss I'm looking at? Create that fair value. Create that fair value. 5 seconds. Come on. Still there is one, that's why I'm looking into. I mean, it's still there is a small one. Could have been better, like if it could create better one, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen. Not anymore. Not anymore. Damn it, how did I miss this part? Like that change in state happened over there, and by the time this candle closed, which is at 11 o'clock, market was literally here and confirmed with that fair value. It traded the high of that order block. That's the part where what I missed, and that is why it didn't came for the last fair value. I'm not gonna come back. Okay, yeah, I can see that because it's trading the CE, but let's see. Waiting is the key. I will wait for new fair value gaps. If it's leaving it this here, it's not coming back. That's I'm pretty confident about this part before going for that buy side. But let's see if it can even come back for this one or not, like the top of the new day. I should have clicked here because the moment it rejected from there and went back there, the high can be the entry as well, but better to wait and see if market can give you the entry. That fair value is tapped now. Oh, damn it. One leads into another one. That was the click I missed. I'm not in hurry. I'm not in rush, bro. Do whatever you want to do, because I still have other ways. I'm looking forward to that 15 minutes as well. Missed 5 minutes and 1 minute setup, no problem. I have 15 minutes sitting right there, bro. So let it do its job. Bloody job. Are you guys getting bored actually for not taking entries or not framing setups, things like that? I'm not, like, literally I'm not looking for sell side yet. Okay, so if you are bearish on the market, please do not hesitate. If you can frame a trade, you take that trade. I know what happened here, but during that moment I didn't look into there where I have spaced out too much from my chart. So please let me know, because remember how far I expected. I have shown you a reason. Okay, I have given you how the dealing range was formed. So I don't know. Again, Asia today started with clear visible consolidation. That's that consolidation. From that, this is like accumulation, manipulation, distribution. From the distribution leg, one single fair value. So if you are looking for, trust me, if I'm not streaming, okay, I have so many other ways to enter. Didn't I say it's not done yet when market was showing big moves towards the upside because of that dealing range, because of that 50%? I know how it works. Okay, I have been doing it so long that this is already an entry for me. Yes, I might cover this fair value. Maybe my stop loss can be a bit bigger, but I know where my entry is. I'm not taking it. I'm not doing it. I could literally, I was saying, right, if it can create fair value close above that, I will use that new day to press the button. I didn't press the button because I don't need it. I have already locked all my funded accounts and made enough money in Asia session. Literally in Asia session. So I'm not taking entries. Instead, I'm giving you how you can avoid the traps. Okay, these are the things you might need to learn. It is giving you big moves over here, maybe big on 5 or even 15 minutes. I don't know how you're using. Look, the very next candle on the 15 minutes, did it give you any change in state over here? No, it took two candles. That already is telling me that it has less power or less intention to go lower. Here it was a small candle, but the lowest or the last down close candle, one single candle closed above. Retracement into the range, market went higher. What I'm doing, I didn't use it because I didn't see any 5 minutes bullish fair value. If you want to think that way, I had maybe something over here as well, like 5 minutes changing. Did I had any bullish fair value here when market was going above those area? No. Then how am I using it? I'm not using it, right? I'm letting it go. Same thing. This information I have been sharing for maybe now 3 weeks in a row. Just focus. Like I have shared a photo of Triton or I don't remember his name properly. Like Triton or someone on his Twitter. Like literally the day I was explaining it to a lot of people. Hey, thanks for the subscription. I really appreciate it. I was talking about change in state so many, like change in state will give you not just setups, it's like not just one of the best setups, but also like the direction of the market, the like targets. I don't know what I can share anymore. Like you don't need a lot of things to make money. That's that part. Use the last candle, use your other time frames. Here it was going for this huge higher time frame point of interest. It didn't give you the immediate change in state here. It, if you are talking about this low, it took two candles and it's rejecting from this when I have figured out my dealing range, and this is that midpoint of that fair value gap. Okay, like not even grid, empty. See that 15 minutes fair value, the midpoint, this is from where market is rejecting. So if I'm bullish, okay, first of all, if I'm bullish, why that should be a concern to me? I'm not looking for sell short, right? So why even I'm talking about that area? I'm bullish, I want to see how this 15-minute candle closes, or I want to see how 5 minutes is giving me that change in state. For example, I'm not seeing any fair value gap on 5 minutes. So this move, even though it's going for a from a point of interest, or after rebalancing a imbalance, I'm not happy to use that part as a change in state, but I know this can still be my order block on the 15 minutes. But the 5 minutes on, it was very clear over there. Fair value gap formed from where? From a 15 minutes point of interest. I'm looking for a 5 minutes change in state with fair value gaps. Market traded high. Yes, I missed it when it was happening. Otherwise, that was my press at a close proximate, or maybe I will hold until this far to market come back and press. I missed it. because I was reading the comments, or I didn't looked into that part here when I might be talking about something else. So see the 2 minutes 38 9 seconds left. Wait until that. See where the 15-minute closes. You will get your chance. Market will give you the chance. It's when and where you are entering into the market. Okay, how you are entering, how you are exiting. Let's think this way, guys. Let's say I market executed and got the entry around this area. Okay, if that is my change in state, or maybe that fair value gap, I can put here or here. So let's put it here. Now let's aim for 1 to 2. Okay, it's happened already. I didn't took the entry. Market is not yet there, but if you aimed like this way, I will leave it on a side. Okay, and let's see like if that worked or not. And I'm gonna take the entry from here. Just waiting for how long? Waiting for how long? That's the thing. Let me check. 1 minute 33 seconds. One minute candle. Is that black candle at midnight open considered CISD? 1 minute candle at midnight open. You are talking about this one? If you're talking about this one, then you have to check it on your 15-second chart. And if you are bearish, that's also important. If you are bullish, you are ignoring that part. Yes, maybe you can when you're trailing your stop loss, you can look for this one, like if market has respected that mean threshold and then going lower, that you can look for those things. But since I'm not bearish, I'm more, what the way I'm seeing is clean liquidity with like exact level of highs over here, clean liquidity here. Above I have previous day high, I have this high. So I have too many liquidities very close. So I'm not thinking market should go for that level. If it goes, what's happening? Did I FOMO'd into any trade or anything? 12 seconds left. Still market didn't close below that. That could have been an entry if I saw that sort of thing. Like, let's actually take the entry. I don't just cover that breakaway gap candle and targeting, since I took from there $290, so I want 580. Let's go there. I'll close some partial. Yesterday's high, so I'll put it 508 13 5 to 20 handle, right? So 13, that looks a good target. It's pressed because of that fair value. Okay, I was talking about that fair value, so let's keep it there. But yeah, I'm not convinced yet, so market can come for that fair value again too. No problem with that. Better if it doesn't come because of the new day opening gap, but it can. And for the bearish, even in 1 minute, I'm not seeing any bearish fair value, so I'm not too concerned. If it comes to this fair value, a stop loss will remain the same. I will just add more so that I can exit or take partials around that area. That's that part I'm talking about. Especially not just on top of that fair value. If it comes, it will come for that CISD level as well. So maybe I'll add at the CISD level. Just let me check where the mean threshold is. There. So the third candle. It's okay. I should be alright. I mean, it should not go for the mean threshold since other things are there. So this is that order block level or the change in state level on the 5 minutes. This is the low you should be worried about. Okay, like this is the week you should be worried about, because that's a 15 minutes week trading into a fair value gap. So maybe just let me put it a tick or two below that C, nothing else. Okay, here, and it didn't come yet, so entry is still not taken or added, but this is where I will be adding or taking more lots if market can give me, leaving the same stop loss. I mean, I just from here I just moved a tick or two just because of the long wick on the 15 minutes candle, nothing else. So 5 minutes. If it gives me, if it doesn't, no problem, I'm already in a trade, no problem. So I'll take some partial here, just waiting, like not placing the partial order because waiting to see if it can give me this 5 or not. If I can get this 5, then I will take 5 lots over here and the rest over there. Or a little more over here because this 5 will be for example so far. Okay, so far is there any bearish fair value gap? So why I'm confident or why I'm looking forward to take that entry? Yeah, maybe I'm trying to be too precise with a stop loss, so it may come and stop me out. But still, I'm not seeing I'm not seeing market is going lower for a sell side delivery or sell short. Come on, that was a tap. Oh no. I believe that was a tap, but anyway, what can I say? So, what is the opening of this candle? 420.75. Wow, 420. 420. And what is the low of this candle? 420.75. So that was a bloody tap and it didn't give me the entry yet. Give me. Amazing. So now I will look for a partial here, maybe 5 and maybe 1 or 2 more because it's gonna give me more than I require. By the way, let me actually put the CE mark over there. So it didn't leave any portion open. It's not a bag anymore. Okay, keep that in mind that it's not a bag anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will hit my stop loss. But I don't care at all. I added, look at my entry, average entry now. That's the CE. So I'm just giving it only that much room. Maybe a week is what I'm expecting right now. A week is what I'm expecting will stop me. Order filled. Exactly. Now go higher again. Third candle. Let's see if I use the third candle, if it was safe over there, because I'm not using the low, that's for sure. Because my reason was fair value gaps, I'm not using the low, that's for sure. Okay, so this is that fair value gaps third candle. I know what I'm saying and I know how I will be stopped out, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I believed how it should go there. Close above that fair value, I know how to re-enter, especially from here now. So I'm sorry about showing you a loss, but I called it out before it happened. Okay, how it is gonna stop me out. It's an entry already. The same size I will take if it can come here. Just confirming the order block with that 15 seconds chart, nothing else. That order block tapped, re-entry. Now the stop loss is below that wick. If I'm right, it should not go for that wick one more time. Now let's see. It closed, right? Yeah, it closed. And by the way, it didn't even close below your 5 minutes order block min threshold. Okay, that was the min threshold. So maybe my stop loss was literally sitting at the level of min threshold. So using the same idea, let's see how it works. And by the way, it's not a bag, it's a fair value gap, FVG, because it filled it up. And let me remove that part. and this is your inversion. If it can break through this is the area where you are using it as a inversion. Just first let it break through. Okay, if it doesn't break through, it's not inverted yet, so wait for that part. How is the 15 minutes looking? Let's see. 7 minutes and 35 seconds left. 11:22. Oh, by the way, this one okay, I actually missed that part. First of all, I will, if it doesn't stop me one more time, I will look for a partial at the 1 to 2. Doesn't make sense to take it here, to be honest. What is it? 7.6. So that will be my first partial, and the rest I will hold longer. Okay, like not just here, until maybe here, and take some more partial there, but let the market first go towards the direction and you will understand the fact. I'm not willing to see the fake happening multiple times. That's that thing. Just waiting to see this 1 minute 34 seconds, if it can stay above that CISD level. So let me remove that. This candle and the next candle, I want to see if it can close above that CISD level or not. Then I will explain another thing, but let it happen first. Okay, because if that is not the case, my stop loss will not be safe over here, because market will literally come to that level one more time and then go higher again. So all I want to see the 1 minute, this candle and the next candle where it is closing. It should be inverted. It's going to be inverted on. That's what I believe. Let's see. So this candle's closer will say if this stop loss is safe or not, because there is that min threshold very close to that level. Okay. I should have actually covered that for, I believe, because the CE and that was very close, like a stop loss was literally a tick or two on that first entry, not the second one. What's the time? 15 seconds left for this candle's closer. If it fails to close above that level, it gonna come back for that min threshold one more time. But if it closes above that level, that stop loss is safe. That's what I'm telling. Okay, so it's not safe anymore, because it will come for that min threshold one more time. It can actually, not will, it can. That's what I'm saying, like this level. So what I was looking for over there was actually, like, let me, since it didn't close, let me explain. That it traded the min threshold and closed above the order block. If that could happen, then market does not need to revisit that min threshold one more time. Okay, it rejected from there, so it doesn't need to revisit that. But since it failed to close above yet, like yet it still didn't close above, that is why I'm expecting if it wants, it can come back again for the min threshold revisit. Okay, that's that part, like on the 5 minutes on that candle slow. Okay, min threshold. So that is that part, nothing else. And yeah, like I was trying to be too precise with the stop loss, otherwise you could see one entry, one profit, something like that. So let it close this 5 minutes candle, and then you will have your precise price action again. This is that order block high. Okay, and this is that fair value. It's still trading now. Should not be using the fair value anymore, but kept it over there because it has traded back and forth to that fair value. So mostly I'm using the order block to frame that entry, and I took it around that order block level. So if this 5 minutes candle stays above your order block, it should not revisit that min threshold one more time. Okay, it should reject from that area. That's that part, and I'm looking forward to this inverted. Like I'm expecting it to be a inverted fair value, especially that 5 minutes on can be the thing. $352.20. It's okay. It's okay. 150k accounts. Yesterday, 4.5k was made on this account, so $300 risk is nothing. And I'm looking forward to minimize that risk. Just try to be too precise. Like that fair value, I was expecting it to be a bag. That's why I left it like just a little below that candle slow. But if I use the third candle, it was still safe. Okay, it was already in profit on that entry. So yeah, like sometimes that happens, shit happens. Okay, somewhere I belong. Does it make sense? I mean, why I pressed the button again? Now 1 minute 45 seconds left. I don't want to see market is coming below and closing below within that 1 minute 45 second around this area, like below that order block range. So let me actually put, instead of CE, let me mark that empty with that, so there will be less line. We know the C is nearby. Only thing I don't want to see is it's by the end of this candle it's closing below that level, the I'll put a line over here, the order block level. That's it. Like actually this high. Okay, like what I'm saying is this high, it should not closed below this high. That's it. Sir, how you predict 1 hour projection above buy side liquidity? How you projection 1 hour above buy side liquidity? Oh, you're talking about, I think, that projected terminus from 1 hour. I'll show you in a sec. Let me finish with this part a little, and I will before I finish, remind me one more time. I'll show you, because I have now a lot to explain the moment I see my price action happening. So that will be a good thing to utilize, I believe. And so the rule of CSD candle formed, we need to check lower time frames for FBG, correct? Yeah, that's what I have been trying to give you guys for last maybe 3 weeks. So that's that part. Okay, it stayed above that, so that mean threshold should not be revisited. From these two levels, any of these two, market should again continue higher. Because once order block mean threshold is revisited and market has closed above the order block level, it doesn't require to go for the mean threshold on more time. So if it can, now what I'm looking for is a fair value gap, and that fair value will remain unfilled until it can take the buy side, which is this buy side. Okay, that fair value should remain unfilled, should act as a breakaway gap no matter what, until it can clear that buy side, because the whole time frame or whole thing for that bearish fair value gap or breakaway gap trade was happening from that high. It was retracing from that high, the dealing range high. So it should take that high before it can go for the lows. All I'm willing to see, like, yeah, I know, like, new day is a thing that can create consolidations or stuff over there, but this new day, I'm expecting, since I have more buy side liquidity sitting, I'm expecting market will this time use as the proper support and go higher. Like the moment it closes above the new day and creates a fair value, that fair value will remain unfilled and market will trade just the new day and then go higher. I hope you got the point, man. That entry was still valid if I just use here, like when I saw the CEOs that close, I should have just used the at least the third candle. Anyway, it's okay. It is what it is. It's not done yet. Okay, I'm not in profit, or I didn't close the trade yet. So until it's done, nah, very small, very small. Need a proper fair value, man. That should remain unfilled because it's trading the order block, and the order block has to have the force to send price higher. And are we looking at a consolidation on the 15 minutes? Because it's rejecting around the same area from upper and lower, and after expansion, consolidation can easily happen. But if we are looking at a consolidation, then market will go exactly like around this midnight area, around this area, okay, like literally this level, and then fall again. So I'm looking forward to see how this level is going to be traded. Thanks. Yeah. So, if you like anyone, whoever is watching right now, by the way, I have actually forgot to say, please do not copy. Okay. I am sorry about that, that I didn't mention it at the earlier. Do not copy. It's my analysis that I have been doing. It's my way of trading that I have been doing. Win, loss, part of the journey. As I said, when I saw the CEOs that close, should have at least given a little room for the price to trade. But anyway, too precise, this type of things can happen. Only thing I'm not liking so far is it is not creating that fair value I'm expecting that should remain unfilled. It can be that fair value. Damn it. Let me actually check the NQ for a sec. Just a second, guys. I want to see if there is actually a clean fair value gap formed yet or not for that whole move. Okay, so on 11:30 and 11:32, I think that was the fair, the one I was saying like too small. I think that was better on that side. So 11:30 and okay, yeah, I think this fair value gap, there was a fair value here on NQ, but anyway, what can I say, it's MNQ is what I'm trading, so I need precision on MNQ, not NQ. So I'm just willing to see how market is reacting at that level. So look at that rejection and whatever is happening on the market. What did I say, like if it can close above, the new day high will be what market will make a support. So remember that there is a small fair value right around this area, okay, between these two candles. Unfortunately, I cannot mark it here. Maybe from that volume imbalance it is more visible. So that is, there is a fair value, very small, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. By the way, I'm seeing 450 $60 profit now, which can be already covering the loss and making another $100 for me, more than 100. But I'm not looking forward to that. Okay, I'm looking forward to the proper setup and proper execution, and see like how market traded right at the top and then went ahead. These are what I'm saying, like observe your price action, higher time frame, how it's working with your lower time frame. If you can observe it, this is how you find your tick by tick. Okay, although I was expecting like maybe not from here, it may come until this, even it can go little inside as well, but it should not go for that mean threshold one more time. So what I was expecting is once market traded the mean threshold, it should not go for the mean threshold one more time. That's what I was saying over there. And yet the same shit is happening. So I'm seeing literally a consolidation. I'm looking at a consolidation because what just happened is the whole market, okay, it didn't even made it until that for it's like between these ranges on the 15 minutes, this, okay. So let's see where the 15 minute can close. So another 8 minute is what I'm looking forward to, and no visible fair value that I can see yet. So let's see. By the way, the IFBG call was a very good call, and especially when it, oh okay, I forgot to mention this part as well. When it closed above, it's a big fair value, right? So when it created that inversion and it was revisiting that, if it's a fake breakout, this candle could close below the midpoint of that fair value. You are looking for your IFBG and respecting that consequent encouragement. Same thing, like when you are looking for a bullish fair value, you are looking for that consequent encouragement, respect. Bearish fair value, same thing. Any sort of area, any level. For example, what is that mean threshold? It's the midpoint of that. What is that CE? Remember what I said? Now this is the CE you should be worried about. How far did it came below that CE and then went higher? Anybody close below that? Why? Because this is the candle trading into a fair value gap. That's why you should be worried about that CE. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, and mostly the higher time frame. So yep, we are looking into a consolidation, my friend, unfortunately. So should I actually move it to break even rather than letting the market do this bloody thing? Because what I'm seeing right now is it will come below and go higher above these ranges and keep creating wicks for a while until it can actually do the expansion leg. That is that range. Okay, and maybe I will put it in a different color so that you guys can differentiate between the range and not the midpoint. Let's see. Expansion is still, I'm expecting higher, because higher expansion consolidation, if it retraces, then that will be reversal, not a retracement anymore. So it's that part of the market. And the 15 minutes candle closing, it's, I have nearly 6 minutes left, so within that 6 candles I will see what the result is, because it's in 15 minutes it's not closing about above that range. And if you look for your 5 minutes, the same thing, like the consolidation on 5 minutes is looking something like this. Okay, this range. So it's going there, coming here, going there, coming here. That sort of thing will continuously happen, and that's a bad area to trade. And if you can identify it earlier, you can, if you are in profit, you can exit with profit as well. So that's that part. I'm not taking it because I'm streaming. Close the trade, brother. Nah, it's okay, bro. It's okay. Consolidation, I'm seeing it, but I'm not willing to do it right now. Like it's 11:40, so if I will close when it's 12, like literally at 12 I will close. If it doesn't stop me or go for my partial take profits, I will close between this, one of these window, because this is that lunch macro, and this macro, it will, macro is for taking liquidity. If it goes lower, we know it will be a reversal, and it will literally close my trade here by taking those liquidities. And since I'm bullish and I'm on a buy side, I'm expecting those equal highs will be taken during macros. So I'm gonna hold until that far, and the moment it closes the trade, I think that will be the moment I will stop the stream as well, because during lunch hour there is nothing to say. So like I will explain the hourly projection that I have marked over there. It's been a while, that's a old level, but I believe I will be able to show you guys that part. Did you see the last 3 15 minutes candle didn't close above end of? Yeah, I saw that. It's literally trading from the midpoint to the lower portion. It's happening that way, but at the same time I'm also seeing the, every time it's going forward to that 15 minutes bullish fair value, it's rejecting from there as well. So, and after expansion you can expect the consolidation and another expansion, so I'm expecting that expansion. Now let's see, that's why I'm saying like this 3 minutes 25 seconds or 22 seconds will tell me like where the market is going. Okay, sorry about this specific window. I'm just, if I'm right about it, I will see how the 15 minutes candle is body is closing. And because of the macro, maybe using the macro, the expansion will happen. Now let's see how that works for me. The only thing I didn't like is it was, although it was giving us big rejection from those order block and min threshold, it's failed to create the bullish fair value gaps. That's the only thing. Okay, so it's not over until it's over. So that's that part. That's that part, my friend. That's that part. I took the entry based on a specific reason, right? So how, if I close it in profit and mitigate my loss, how I'm going to tell you guys that this shit works and you can take these entries. It's just, I found the rejection or reaction, I made the profit. It will be that part. I don't want to be that guy. It's okay. Even if I take this loss, the total loss will be $665, or let's say $670, and on a 150k account I'm willing to take from $600 to $750 loss in a day. Okay, or even in a trade, I'm happy to do that as well, because I have accumulated profit, enough profit on that account, so I don't really need to worry about that much. And I didn't change the lot size. Okay, I took 5 around that fair value and added 5 over here, or maybe I forgot exactly. Even, maybe I have taken even less over here. I don't remember, so let me actually check. Okay, 5 and added 5. Yeah, so added 5 inside of that level and 5 over here. So I just took that same 10 lot size, just in a different area and a better area. So let's see, bro. Let's see. It's only 1 minute left and the macro is about to start. So let's bloody go for the liquidity. Macro is all about taking liquidity, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. If you have the setup, you can take the macro entry for the nearest liquidity. Do not target higher. You can target, but must take partial at the nearest, because that's how the macro works. This candle's closing is what I am willing to see how it is closing. So 20 seconds more. Okay, if it breaks this part, that white line is where my eyes are. Please stay higher. Don't create that as the accumulation range or consolidation. Okay, finally. Finally, although it's not a good closer, but finally, at least I'm seeing a 15-minute candle closed above that range. And no, I'm not looking forward to that bearish fair value as an inversion or anything. Okay. The reason behind that is I have more validity with that new day opening gap. I don't need that bearish one to give me validation. Why it's too big? Let me put it in aside so that the current price can be clear. By the way, let me remove some of the lines to make the chart clear. IFVZ was still holding, and that's the only IFVZ I have so far, and that's that new day. I just want to see how market is literally rejecting from this area. If it rejects, there will be a very big volatile move, not just small piggy moves where you are not seeing any bullish fair value forming. It will be very big volatile move. By the way, 5 minutes. Look at those. This was that 5 minutes range. Okay, this was that 5 minute range. So from here to here. Okay, I'm just refining the 15 minutes range into 5 minutes range, and that is where the wicks are rejecting from. Anyway, let me keep it according to the 15 minutes, since that is my higher time frame, and let's see how the market is rejecting. Only thing I'm looking for is just one bullish fair value gap, proper. Okay, not like zooming in until that makes a bullish fair value, not like that way. A proper that is clearly visible. $415 profit is one lot. Okay, so that's already, it's already running above my 20 handle profit range, but I'm not looking forward to 20 handle or anything. If it's a dealing range, the way it worked so far, it should give me the profit above this high, not just this high, that high as well. But that is my 1:2 based on my, not even 1:2, it's even more. But let's see actually if it actually delivered my 1:2 or not for this entry. So far 1.81 and 1:2 is here. It didn't deliver yet, so this is where the partial or supposed to be, if it can go there, but I'm not closing because I know how the macro works. Now let's see the macro is on the bearish side or the bullish side. That's the part. Consolidation, my foot. Consolidation, my foot. I saw it when the moment like these couple of candles are doing it, so I know like what's happening. Okay, already. Just wanted to see the expansion during the macro, nothing else. Stop me, all good. Give me take profit, all good. I don't care. By the way, tomorrow morning I will be requesting another payout. So within 13 days of trading, I'm making the third payout. Consolidation, my foot. Okay, now if it can go through that area, I'm looking forward to this fair value to be inverted. Maybe until that volume imbalance, because that's overlapping. If it can close above that. The reason behind that is this move has cleared some liquidity, only then that for that reason. Consolidation, my foot going to that high of the range, low of the range, and creating wicks. But the expansion is still waiting. What this candle's closer and the very next candle will decide. Because that's 50 starting. Okay, so from here the move can be volatile, either towards the sell side or the buy side. Let the market decide where it's going. I'm more on the buy side than the sell side, but since the consolidation is there, I want to see how the expansion happens. Okay. Did you see that? Okay, I have read that cups World Cup or what I got. I don't really know what that cup is standing for. Narcissist, my brother. But yeah, I mean, thank you. By the way, these equal highs now a good area to look for a partial, but I'm still willing to look until that and that. Okay, maybe since it's already close to the PM session, I will take it until this far, like the full profit there. But and let me actually be strict with my rule, which is 1 to 2, since that equal high during the macro started. This is the macro started. Okay, the last macro before lunch. And as I was saying, this can be your inverted fair value. For payout achievement, brother. Okay, thank you. It's the first couple of payouts were very exciting to me, and then I believe it more of a like habit. Okay, it now turned into a habit. I don't like when I was requesting payouts around the first moments. I was very excited to see those monies coming to the bank, big amounts, this and that. At the same time, I was worried about like there are shit ton of taxes that I have to pay on those payouts. So I was a bit heartbroken as well. Like whatever I'm making after all the stresses, all the sleepless nights I have practiced it or figured it out, from there till now, they are taking literally half of the money. So that's where I was bit heartbroken. But uh, yeah, I mean, now it has turned into a habit. So now, yeah, thanks a lot for that, and I hope you will get the point. So what I was about to say is like, when there was a payout request, I was literally stopping my trades from that account. Like whichever account I'm requesting payout, I was literally stopping my payout request from that account. Um, until they deduct the money from that account. Like it takes 1 or 2 days to deduct the money. So until that, I was literally waiting to take next trade on that specific account. But now it become a habit. So even though there is a payout, I still trade and secure at least another day, so that if every 5 days I can request a payout. So far 13 days in a row on the small account I'm sharing with everyone. That one is giving me 13 days in a row the profit. So this is my 1 to 2. That's why I put it there, not right above this. But if it can go through this bloody area, I'm expecting that take profit will be hit. If I closed full lots over here, that could have been also a very good, like I'm seeing, okay, for example, now that it's lunch hour, I don't really want to give back any money to the market. Six minutes left. Don't worry about it didn't hit it, because I know it gonna expand again, because within this 6 minutes the 15-minute can be the expansion finally, because it broke above that consolidation range, nothing else. Like so far I'm seeing that way. If the candle can close there, it's a big volatile move is coming for that buy side as well. So around this area maybe it will be, since I'm closing half of the position, how many handles? 31. So 15 point something handles is where I'm getting my first partial, and then that is like 300 something. So now the time for the volatility. Wait until that happens. Maybe good thing to take some partial around this as well, but it is what it is. Okay, and I don't really need to put it until that far. I can secure even more. So that 1 to 2, okay, that has delivered. That's that higher body level where market can create that rejection part and look forward. That's why I had that white line. Let's see if market can go through that area and close through that and create new bullish fair values or not for even until that buy side. Okay, see like how I am looking for price actions. I have drawn it how long ago, and even though I was getting some suggestions to close the trade, did I even hesitated to leave it that way? It's the confidence. Okay, it's like it will grow in you, or this confidence will come to you um, by just like doing the same thing over and over again and having the results in front of your eyes. That first loss I took, it could have been the profitable trade. It shouldn't be the loss. I was literally trying to be too precise with my stop loss when it was literally here. Okay, where did it stop me? Let me check that part on one last time, like exactly by how much I got stopped out. So on this candle, which was 408.25, so what is the low of this candle? 405.75. So by 3 handle or something. So only thing I had to do is at least trust the third candle. Like since the CE was that close, maybe the third candle could have been a good look or area. That's why. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look at that. This high can be another partial level, because that legs high is here as well. So you can take a partial above this high, but still I believe market is what did I said, from a expansion consolidation. So my expansion I'm expecting towards the upside. That's why I hold until the extreme on. Even I could hold there if I had time. Since it's lunch hour, within 4 or 5 minutes I'm not willing to do it anymore. And for example, I have some one fair value that remained unfilled, another one is happening here, so this should remain unfilled. Oh, there is another one, so maybe here I'm just securing more profit. See, like what I'm doing, this is the final trail. I'm not gonna trail a single tick more higher. Okay, if it stops me here, I'm happy to be stopped out there. If it can give me the TP, I will take the TP there. Okay, and if you are trading, this can be another partial. Even though market is going higher for that high, still this has to be your another partial. I took a partial at 1 to 2 that I always take, although I put it there first, but then just because of the time, like it's nearly 12, so I'm not willing to trade during the lunch hour. That's the only reason. Now about the macro, remember what I said, like macro will aim for liquidity, only liquidity, nothing else. Okay, so until this run happened, even like look, that inversion confirmed, retraced. Didn't I say like this can be the inversion? Just think, like when market was here, didn't I say like this can be your inversion, because that has taken some liquidity from here? Didn't I talked about the midpoint that you want to see market? I mean, it's those small things that gives you the confidence. That's the thing. I don't know if it's helping you guys or not, or if you're actually getting any point from here or not, but that's those small things that will literally make you the money. For example, still it's above that high. What if I literally close maybe 3 lots over here? I closed 3 lots. Okay, took the partial that I'm suggesting you guys. I believe it should take that high, even can go for that as well, but lunch hour, why should I hold? Why I'm risking my profit? That profit is mine. Whatever profit I'm taking from the market, this is mine. The money is mine. Okay, I can withdraw, I can request the withdrawal. So why not holding the whole lot over here? How many lots I took the entry? Even on a 150k account, I took only one lot of NQ. But why I'm using MNQ? Look, I have secured partials in 2 different levels. I have already recovered my loss and made profit. Okay, the loss I had already recovered and made profit. How much loss I actually took on this one? $348 negative balance. I recovered that, made another $230 already secured, and even if it comes for my stop loss, there will be still profit. 4,500 yesterday, and it was proper trades, guys, proper trades. Look at those trades. There was not a single there was not a single trade where I didn't, like, look here. Okay, same exit point, it divided my entry because I added. Okay, like just added on the same area. Proper trade, proper size, 1770. And look, long, one single short, again all long. What short I took over here? Didn't I said like 830, after the 830 news, the fair value trade and the new fair value formation from there until the say only one short profit, 1707. And I didn't take any partial because I know where exactly market has to go right now on this move. The same thing, like on that trade, I didn't need to take the partial. 500, 600, 700, it's the same trade, guys. It's the same trade. Look at that, 389, 389, 389, 389. It's the same. About this one, I pressed again, then I was my nephew was here, as I was saying it earlier, so I just closed it. But about the, look at the entry point. Okay, 381.75. let me show you from there how far market actually went. Let me zoom out so that you guys can see the thing. I don't know how far it has traded so far. Whatever it is, I'm not worried about much, because another $100 will be in my pocket. Okay, so I don't worry about that. It was yesterday, I forgot what was the level here. Okay, I closed it, literally I closed it, took that one lot or two lot of buy, I closed it. Look, where did the market went? Where was the buy side? I know where it is. Okay, I know where the markets are going, so I don't need to worry much about how I'm securing my profit. It's the exact same thing I'm doing right here. A secured profit above any old high. If I have the opportunity, I will take partial. Now, how many trades I took on this ID so far? It's how many trades it's showing over here. Look, already it's showing 5 trades. I took one trade during Asia, closed it at 112. Now this is 2 trades that it's counting. You know how that is a 2 trade. I added lot, so it counted 2 trades. Here, how it is a 2, already 2 trades over here. The one single entry took 2 partials, it's showing. So if you see 10 trades, 15 trades, 20 trades, it's not 10, 20, 50. You know how these are working. So I don't even bother about number of trades. I know how many trades I'm taking. Yesterday it was literally 3 trades in a row on long. Then during the London session, I made the profit, one short, then the long, done. Okay, again I went for long, and it was, I know where it is going, but as I said, my nephew had to go home, so at midnight, like he was here until I think 3 a.m. yesterday. So what I did was I just literally closed the trade and then dropped him home. That's it. That was it. Okay, and teach me master how to trade like you, bro. Your mindset, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. My mindset is like, to be honest, it's all about the mm, perception. It's all about the view, how you are looking. So teach me why, like few things. Okay, like just say this thing this way. Macro, I know the time window. Okay, 20 minutes, so 10 minutes before the next hour and 10 minutes into the next hour. So 11:50 to 12:10, that's the last macro. Same thing here as well. If you could find the macro, it you will find, like literally look at this. Okay, 10:50, oh sorry, 9:50 to 1:10. I know already from here. Okay, so 9:50 happened around this area, and 10:10, all like one single move without any bloody entry, all the way to those equal highs. It's that thing. Okay, macro is always about liquidity, and how I am looking into the chart. Like whenever I saw that, what was my confidence over here? I saw expansion higher. From the expansion, I'm looking for, I saw the consolidation, but I know that expansion, consolidation, it should go for another higher expansion, not lower. It's that part of the thing that I have been trying to give you guys, like just the market cycle. You don't need to know market maker model. You don't need to know accumulation, manipulation, distribution. You had a higher time frame point of interest. Remember what is this higher time frame point of interest? Oh, sorry, not that one, below here. Okay, what is this higher time frame point of interest? Forget about 930. ICT is showing. I didn't find setup, I didn't take it. Wasn't I waiting for the thing? I said buy long is what I'm looking for. Did I look for anything over here? I was seeing this respected, this respected. I know the dealing range, how the dealing range work. I have shared you so many times. The day Asia will do clean accumulation, that day London will deliver you the best manipulation entry, and New York AM will do the best distribution. Now once the sell side taken, buy side taken, this is your dealing range. So your target, you are looking for a premium and discount array. Didn't it came for the discounted end when this retracement was happening? Didn't it came below the equilibrium of the low and high of the day? When it came below that, that is when I was waiting for my trade to frame. Yes, I was too precise. I took a loss by trying to be too precise. But you guys saw it live. What I was saying over there, what I was doing over there. From there, what is it? Retracement back into your premium and discount. So discount array, since you are looking for buy long, then target that high. So that's why my profit is here. And if there is relative equal high, you can target that, which are they, like those. But since I don't have the time to hold until that far, for example it's lunch hour, I'm not willing to hold until that far. That's why I'm taking at the high that it is supposed to take. So I'm taking here. And by this move, if it's giving you more than 1 to 2, take partial at 1 to 2. If it's not giving you 1 to 2, then you can go above that level until it's 1 to 2. If that is what you are targeting, it's simple, it's very simple. I don't know like how I can make this thing, like I'm saying it over and over and over again, like literally for last 3 weeks or so that I have started streaming again. I'm trying to tell you guys, give you guys the exact same thing over and over again. Even though I know people will mock about the already happened things that I'm showing or sharing. People will say a lot of I don't know, like there will be controversies regarding a few things here and there. I don't need it, man. I'm bullish. I'm only looking for buy setup. I framed my setup. I took that thing. Took a loss. Again, I framed my setup. I know why I took the loss. I figured it out. I know where and how it should trade. I figured that out. I took the next entry immediately. Here, when I was pressing the next entry, what did I did? I just went for a 15 seconds confirmation that this is a change in state or not. If you want to see right here, okay, right here, all these moves, did it close below the mean threshold? I didn't even mark that order block because I have a bigger 5 minutes order block range, but didn't I went for 15 seconds, and when market was like literally closed above that area, the very next candle, this is where I already took my entry. Look, closed above that 1 minute range, okay, this one. By the time this one closed, this is that candle, the very next candle retraced back into that order block. This entry was based on that 1 minute order block. Where was my stop loss? Literally here, remember the low it created in 1 minute, it was looking like this. So there was my stop loss. Wasn't that 1 minute change in state confirmed here? Wasn't that order immediate next candle will retest or revisit your order block? Yes, I got a lower entry, or I got a better entry point, but it came until mean threshold, went higher, closed above. What did I say? Once market closes above a order block, mean like after trading a mean threshold, once it can close above the order block, it can literally trade back into the order block. And then this candle closed above that order block after trading mean threshold. Where is the very next candle traded? Like literally the body or whatever. Where did it traded exactly? And now with the higher time frame, where did it trade it exactly? It's all there in front of your eyes. That's why I even said in my Discord, like, guys, just stop trading, and for a week or two, just draw everything and look where the market is reacting. I'm not looking for this volume imbalance. I just saw it. That's why I'm actually started this topic as well. What is this? Order block level overlapping with a volume imbalance. Even better for me. I really don't know how I can make it any easier for you guys. Okay, I mean, I really don't know how it can be any easier for you guys. It's literally one thing. Start with one simple thing, master it. Okay, like fair value gap, just master the fair value gap. Which inversion worked for you? After making it inversion, how market traded into that and it didn't work, or how market traded into that it worked? It's that part you have to understand. It's literally that part you have to understand. Then you know how you are using your fair value gaps. Same thing, order block. You know everything at a time. You know literally like this is liquidity graph, market structure shift. This is where your breaker block. Here is your order block, or this retracement where there is a lowest down close candle. That is your next order block. You know everything, and that is the reason you are not making money. because you started to know everything at a time. These are the ways of trading, like these are the ways where you are making your, where is, like even in ICT's channel, any other ICT mentorship, whoever there is, who who has so far talked about this, that when you have a change in state, or you looked for a change in state, look for a immediate next time frame for a fair value gap. Just tell me who so far has talked about this. I don't care. It can be ICT, it can be Ali Khan, it can be Jetcap, Paladin, whoever there is. It can be even my friend T2. I don't care about anything. Just tell me who talked about it and I found it from them. It's me looking for, like, why this change in state work, why this one didn't work. That's why I use 3 time frames. I know it's harder for you guys to see. I know it's something that is giving me less feedbacks on YouTube. I know all those things. Like, people are not finding it very appealing on YouTube. When I'm streaming, maybe it's hard for you guys to see the charts and the stuff. I know those things. Still I'm doing it because that's the way it has to be. Why people, it's okay, like, let it stop. It's already outside of the macro. I should have closed there, but since I'm in the zone when I'm talking, let it happen. So I'm done with the trade and closed it with a $330 profit after mitigating the loss. I'm happy to leave it that way. By the meantime, what I'm saying is, like, observe guys, observe, like, why I should be worried whatever happening here, why I shouldn't be worried whatever happening here, this sort of thing. Okay, it's all about how much time you are spending on your chart. To be honest, I don't need you all to attend me every live stream or anything, because that's the time. If you can spend on your chart by your own and observing the information you're getting from whoever, I have no problem, like, whoever it is giving you some information that makes sense to you, or that makes sense to a certain degree, that it worth sharing, or it worth trying to learn. Just learn from them and give it the time and effort. It will come. Anyone will be able to make money. Okay, ICT is the biggest fraud out there. I'm saying it. I'm trading, I'm making money, still I'm saying it. Just we all know how he talked about the Robbins Cup. I'm giving you all a link. Okay, watch that video. When I'm done, you will know why I'm saying this. His mentorship student, the private mentorship student, were saying he is a better marketer than a trader. Okay, so I know what ICT is, or who ICT is, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying this way, because since I'm using his concept, this is not even his concept, by the way, but since I'm at least learning from him, I have respect for him. But what I don't like, for example, he is streaming. I saw he is streaming even before 8 o'clock or something. I didn't even click his stream. I didn't even watch his 2024 mentorship. It's because, yes, I shared the notes, because I had a source, from a very reliable source, from where I could collect those things. I shared with everyone. But exactly, ICT I can trade, maybe. Yeah, I think that is a better abbreviation. But yeah, I mean, how I got it this far is because of those. Okay, because of how I spent time. I saw, like, look for every reaction, every candle. Even ICT is saying you should not be looking for every candle, because that will clutter your mind, this and that. But when you are learning, how you are learning, how you know which candle to ignore and what to ignore. Why I said this is not my inversion, and this is my inversion, and that is where market literally, after closing above, next candle traded and then went higher. So I hope you are getting my point. Like, you observe, You will get so many ideas. Just work with one, write it down, work with one. Okay, this one I have got, let's see if it, maybe you can write something and ask me. Like I like Ali, like Ali is non-stop uh, asking me questions. Have I ever not replied? Like for a certain period of time I was only replying Ali and I didn't read any of your comment, remember? And then I said sorry and then I started from the old comments. Why? Because he has the intention to learn, and I'm so happy to see that. But now if he is just seeing something and started trading, I don't know if he's doing that or not. I don't know if he's copying my trade or not. I really don't know. I don't want you to be a copy trader. Okay, I want you to be a person who can literally be doing this by their own. For a long time I didn't stream. So if you are a copy trader, for those period of time, whatever money you had made or copied so far, now it's gone. If you are a copy trader, what if I die tomorrow? How you are gonna utilize everything that's right in front of you? You saw that it's possible, but you are not making the money, or you are still struggling to make the money. Listen, if it's not the stream, just, this is, didn't I say like I'm trying to bring that what it calls, I'm trying to bring all my accounts here. See that everything is manually locked except for one. Look at the name over here. I made it go big or go home. I took only one lot of entry on that one, because I don't want to do it in front of you. I don't want to inspire you like if you take 5 lots you will make shit ton of money. For example, I recovered more than $350 worth of loss, and at the same time made another $330. Now if I took the second entry with 5 lots, or even more, I can take up to 15 lots. What could have been the total profit? Like it's more than $680 in total profit that I made on this entry, like wherever I closed the total position. What could have been the total? This account is that account, but I don't want to make it in front of you. I have exact same categorized account with TradeOvet. Top step, I'm trying to like transfer my accounts from TradeOvet to Top Step X, because of the facilities, the things that I can do here, like lock it out. I can see my PNLs, the real journals automatically happening in front of me, this sort of thing. At the same time, the copy trade, it's easy. Just go to your copy trade option, click and make it. That's why you are seeing like I'm completing one after another, requesting a payout, starting another one, requesting a payout, starting another one. That's the exact way I accumulated all my accounts. I'm funded all together. I have calculated yesterday. Just let me check. I don't even know, because for example, like Apex, I'm not trading that much, or funded future, I'm not trading that much. Apex, I have to, let me actually calculate one more time, because I cannot find out that page. So 1.075 million with Apex, only 100k with the, like 250k accounts with the funded future and Top Step. 600k altogether. So $1.775 million funded altogether. Okay, but I'm only utilizing some of them. I don't need to trade on every single account every day. What is it? Let's say tomorrow Top Step is not there anymore. Okay, some, like they went bankrupt. I can use the other funded account, or maybe Apex is no longer there, or maybe I'm sorry, like I shouldn't be saying this way, because they are doing business and it can cause legal issues or something. But since we saw already this sort of thing can happen, I have already secured my futures. Okay, like if something happens with Top Step, I have option. If anything happens with Apex, I have option. If anything happens with my funded future, I have options. Doesn't mean I have to make money on all of them. That's the lesson I'm trying to give you guys. Okay, So I hope it was insightful, and uh, I don't know exactly like how I can make it any easier. No matter what, like as many days as I will be trading, I don't need a bias. I don't need a bias. I'm seeing big expansion, waiting for the retracement at least to the equilibrium, or to that close to that equilibrium level, or whatever the fair value gap overlaps with that premium and discount. For example, if this move had 3-4 fair value gaps on 15 minutes chart, okay, let's say this move happened on 15 minutes chart, then where I will be looking for my entry is the first premium or discount array. Wherever that aligns, that is where my entry will be. Or I will be looking for my setup. Once market reaches there, I will be looking for my setup from that area. I won't be worried about any lower. Yeah, if it doesn't give me the entry and goes lower, I have no problem, because I'm not looking for a entry without the setup. Same thing here, okay, when market was retracing, yes, it retraced more than expectation, that's why I took the loss. But same thing, okay, this was that new range. Now that is that equilibrium of the range, OTZ. Yeah, if I saw that, maybe that could have been something preventing me, because literally that fair value, the low is on the OTZ. So the golden ratio, look, like, why I'm saying this, let me actually take off that bloody chart execution. It could have been great if there was another option, like not the values, just the tick or something, then that could have been great. But other than that, it's very disturbing. That's 7962, okay, 79, sorry, 62 and 79. Look how far exactly the market came and then went here. So that's why I'm saying, if I saw that, maybe I could have even secured the first entry and even take it from the lower fair value, like maybe from this fair value, then that fair value. Anyway, it is what it is. It happened already, and uh, hindsight data. So more controversies. I don't want to be that guy. So yeah, I mean, I hope it was insightful. I'm so sorry about if anything is hurting, like if any of my words are hurting any of you, because it is you who is responsible end of the day for your actions, okay. I'm trying my best to give you guys, and the same topic will be always there. All I need is setup, direction, that's it. By the way, these liquidities are now more strong, okay. So whatever happens, if it leaves this way and closes the Friday lower, maybe Monday that can be a target, okay. And overall, why I'm not saying like why I'm saying I'm not looking for any bias anymore, because overall, okay, here the chart is very bad, so I cannot actually show. Okay, no, yeah, so that candle is not properly printed over here. So this is a weekly bullish fair value, this is a weekly bearish fair value. Market is between that, so no one can tell you what is the direction. You need to wait until one is broken, okay. But since the bearish one is getting revisited more often, and literally market is almost like closing above the middle this week, if it can go and close that way, then I'm looking forward to that manipulation move. Manipulation means I'm looking forward to the move. That move will take the market for a new all-time high, and then a bigger fall or economic crash, whatever you are talking about, that can happen. Okay, so until one of those are broken, or at least new structure is formed, for example, if it can create a new weekly or even daily bullish fair value, that can be an area to look for entries. I'm not seeing any bullish bearish fair values forming, so until that happens, I'm not even calculating. Simple thing, market is trading the weekly range going higher, and I have relative equal highs. I targeted that. If the market didn't manipulated lower, I would maybe wait until the manipulation happened, then the distribution. So whatever I was showing using the Asia range, it's literally that part, wherever it is. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I don't really know where exactly I draw it. Why it's not okay here. Okay, and when dealing range is confirmed, once sell side cleared, buy side cleared, market came, retraced into your premium discount array, aim for that buy side, which was this buy side, but the time I'm not seeing market can reach. That's why also I closed some partials and make it happen quicker. So if I had time or the market had time, this move could have taken that liquidity. By the time this move happened, the macro also, like I think around this area, yeah. So literally the after this retracement already the macro is finished over here. So now it's in lunch hour. It will, what it will do is it will take some high or whatever, like recent highs or something, come below a low, again go higher, again go, it gonna do that way. So it's like exiting out of the trade that way. The big money, this is my observation. There is no strategy regarding that or anything. So yeah, I mean, it's my observation. What at what hour are the macro? So 50 to 10, 9:50, 10:10 is a macro, 10:50, 11:10 is a macro. Then um, the before the lunch hour, the last macro is 11:50 to 12:10. That during, especially during this lunch macro, if you can find the setup for your direction, okay, like if market was expanding higher than proper retracement, something like this, you can see during this macro at least the nearest liquidity will be the target for the market, like the same direction, like whatever the direction is, this macro will push price above a nearest liquidity during this specific one, because this is the macro where literally, let's say if it is actually lunch hour, how you are going outside or how you are going for your break at your job, how you are going for your break, running, like keep running a machine or a trade or whatever, like you are doing something, you want to finish that quickly before you can go for your break, right? So it's that part. So here, that is that part. Macro started like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, almost 8 by 8 candle, it has already reached above this high as well. So 8 green candles in a row. Where, when was the last time in this whole range, like literally this high, this low, whatever you're seeing, where there was 8 candles in a row, even from here as well, like after taking that buy side, all these areas, when was the last time even bearish 8 candles? You didn't see any of them. So it's that part. Okay, macro aims for liquidity. Just utilize what time it is, you will find more values. I will try my best to give you guys more examples. Even go for your yesterday's macro, day before yesterday, look, you have the data, it's your job to do the hard work. If you are trying to avoid the hard work, there is no alternatives. You are willing to study 4 hours a bachelor degree, or even 4 years a bachelor degree, or 2 years a master's degree to get a better job, better life, and you have literally way to make unlimited money, and you are not willing to even spend 6 months on it. Yeah, you are not doing your assignments, you are not doing your presentations, you are not doing your quizzes, the homeworks, nothing, and you are willing to get the same life you might get after completing 6-7 years of study in universities, and forget about all other studies you have done so far. How does that work? So I hope you are getting my point. Please, there is no shortcut, there is no magical entry. You learn a macro and then tomorrow you need to know where is the direction. There is liquidity on the low as well. How I'm confident that it's going higher, because I know that it expansion happened higher than the consolidation. So I'm expecting the next expansion towards the upside. Yes, it's still maybe the consolidation, but my expectation was very focused, to the point, clear. I know where I want to take the partial, I took the partial. I know after taking the partial where I want to be stopped out. I trailed my stop loss until that far. If market can give me the final profit, good. If not, this is where I'm done with my trade. So this is the hard work I have done, and this is what I'm trying to give you guys throughout the period of my boring lectures. So I hope that's something insightful. I'm sorry for first entry, too precise, missing few of the things. That's why I like to trade alone as well, because during that moment I do lot of calculations. Okay, here, this, that way I put it. But anyway, doesn't matter. End of the day, recovered and made the same amount of profit as well. That's more important. So yeah, 2 entries done for the day. How about that? So thank you guys. I hope to see you all on Monday. If I'm alive, if I'm healthy, I will be there on Monday, and let's see how the week ends and how where the market closes. If you're not trading for the PM session or something, try to maybe recap the change in state, mark it from, like, I'm not looking for the change in state in a random area. That's the most important thing that you have to keep in your mind. I'm not looking for it in a random area. Okay, it came to a higher time frame point of interest, respected some higher time frame point of interest, then it gave me. So these are the key points. Okay, higher time frame is what you need the most, your fast focus. Why I was saying, like, I'm expecting deeper retracement during all this, not inverted. I was saying no entry, no entry, no entry. Why? I know, because this is how much time I spent with the chart. Okay, so it's the same you have to do to get this thing. Okay, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna say precision or precise price action, because I have shown you the precision when the mean threshold and the close above happened, when this change in state happened, and again same thing, mean threshold and close above. So why we say price is fractal? Whatever you see on 5 minutes, you are seeing the same thing happening in 1 minute as well. 1 minute change in state confirmed by 15 seconds, traded exactly to the mean threshold, respected the mean threshold, and once market after trading mean threshold closed above, the very next candle traded the order block, went higher. 5 minutes chart, the exact same scenario you are seeing over here. Change in state happened here, confirmed by all those 1 minute candles that I took the entry from, first entry from. Market traded mean threshold. Let me remove this one. Okay, once market traded mean threshold and closed above, very next candle traded the order block top, expanded higher. This is 5 minutes range. Okay, 5 minutes high is here, that's why I put my first partial here, but since I always close at 122, I closed at 122 and then closed another partial here. Once that happened, I put my stop loss somewhat around this area. Okay, inside, based on the 1 minute price action, but somewhat around this area where I got another $100 or something profit and market stopped me. But isn't it making you money, man? Just think this way. Okay, my entry was literally from this order block level. A stop loss was literally below that mean threshold low the second time I took it. What is it? Like, just by this high. Okay, I shouldn't have closed at 122. That's why I was trailing there, but just because of the time it was taking around this area, I closed at 122, nothing else. I could easily secure that profit with my first partial. Okay, so look at that, nearly 1 to 3 over there. Anyway, I should finish right now. Lunch hour, going for that lows again. So let's see. Like, good luck for you guys, and during the weekend, if you find time, then you can literally go for those change in states. Like, look for higher time frame point of interest from where it just hindsight data. Look for those. Okay, wherever you saw a change in state, look on the other time frames if there is any similarities or not, if it created those fair value gaps or not, this sort of thing. Keep 15, 5 and 1 and use this information. You will literally be profitable using just this one single information. Okay, so until next time, take a very good care of yourself, your health and your loved one, especially, like, nowadays I'm missing my parents a lot, although I'm old enough to have those sort of feelings, but I'm a human being. And yeah, if your parents are with you, please be as polite as you can with them. They have sacrificed so much for you. Please do not behave rude or angry on them. Even if you have done that when they are alive, please say sorry to them. Okay, please say sorry that I have been rude, I have been a bad son to you for a long time. uh, Say sorry, otherwise this is something you will regret rest of your life, uh, when they will not be around. And yeah, I mean, take care of every loved one. Help anyone in need. If you have the ability, help. Do not fear for, I will share a small story. uh, I'm not gonna say in detail, but think this way. Like, I had a long ago, it's a very long ago, I had in Australia, I had nearly maybe $1,200 or something in my savings at a moment. And I saw like someone needs that type of money very badly. Okay, without even thinking how I'm going to buy my next meal, I have given it. Trust me, God gave me maybe 10 times more than that money within next 2 days, like within 2 days. Okay, I borrowed literally $100 from a friend to buy the food. It's like when I was a student in Australia long ago, near about 7-8 years ago. I borrowed $100 from my friend to see if that $100 can give me at least 2 days worth of backup or something. And by the time I finished that $100, I literally, I had an offer from for a 1 day job. Okay, like 1 day. Uh, we have Melbourne Cups Day, yeah, here in Australia, which is a horse race day, and it's a very big day. That day, the whole Australia is like holiday as well. So I got a job around that area for a day, and that payment was like crazy shit ton of payment per hour. Okay, it was a casual job, but whatever it is, God gave me a way to get the money, and get out of the situation. So yeah, if you have the ability, help. Not like in our religion, it didn't say like you give whatever you have. It is like you give whatever you can after providing for yourself. Okay, so it's that way. If you have more than you need, you can help others with that way. But yeah, I mean, I felt very emotional, so I just, without thinking, I gave it all. So anyway, yeah, until next time, take a very good care of yourself, your health, and your loved one. And narcissist already regretting. Oh, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry to hear that. But um, yeah, I mean, I got your point. Like, if I if I knew like you, like there are some peoples who don't have the opportunity anymore, I wouldn't maybe say that topic, or talk about that part. But I'm so sorry for maybe reminding me of those sort of moments in your life. I didn't had that intention. But yeah, like people who have still the opportunity, please, this is my request. Like, if you have any love or respect or anything for me, then this is the only thing I'm requesting. With your parents, be as good as you can. Like, literally be the child they had the day you born. Be that child. Be that silly guy who will ask silly questions, sit on the uh, mother's face or lap or whatever. Like, be that guy for them again. So yeah, until next time, take a very good care of yourself, your health, and your loved one. That's that part, loved one. Okay, bye bye.